Oh, I think it's working. Ah, yeah. Okay, cool. Um, now I better do this. So I don't get any feedback. And alrighty then. Just want to double check, see what it looks like. Might not be able to do this. Okay, yeah, it's gonna let me look at it. Okay, well, I am still without internet at the house, but that is going to be taken care of tomorrow. Um, so I want to welcome in KP Heathen from Louisiana. Hello. Duncan 1900 Homestead. Hello. Um, Michelle Minton Prepper, veteran, stopped in to say she couldn't make it tonight. She loves us all. And yep, she's a hardworking woman doing all the things. I'm going to call this room the bunker. We even have a little red bunker light going here, you know. They use the red lights to do stuff, you know, read things in the dark, sort of. Not, I don't know why they needed red lights in a bunker. Now, they use red lights in the field, in the military, but that's understandable. The red is hard to see at a distance, so if you use the red lights, you could read books and stuff that had coordinates and all this other tactical stuff. But why they needed them in a bunker that's, you know, several feet underground, I'll never know. It just doesn't make any sense. But I'm going to call this room the bunker. And maybe over time, as I'm able to, you'll see the transformation. This room was never finished out, so I'm going to finish it out myself. That's going to take a little time. Obviously, building materials are still pretty expensive, so we'll see how it goes, but a little at a time. Well, yeah, we'll just call it the bunker. The bunker of Catlandia. Maybe they thought it was cool. The red lights or the bunker room, or I'm confused. Oh, I meant to do something. Since we're on subscriber mode only, which we always are, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm being bombarded by ladybugs who got confused. And well, I'm not sure. I really haven't looked at one closely. I'm assuming they're ladybugs and not that other one that looks like. Oh, yeah, the red lights underground. Yeah, say it didn't make any sense at all. And now I might have to grab a ladybug, take a look at it, see if it's a ladybug or one of those other things from that place in Asia. Let me do this real quick. Hey, Tibor. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Let me just copy this. I said copy. All right, there we go. Now it's doing it. I'll just pin that to the top. Okay, now I can close that out. I have a cat over here taking up part of my bench. I'm sitting on a bench. It's kind of a, I don't know, I guess one of those benches you might find in the the foyer at Hobby Lobby. You know, that's really expensive furniture they put in the front of, you know, in the lobby at Hobby Lobby. It looks like one of those. So all my chairs are still up there at the other place. So hopefully, I can. Well, can you keep it down in there? Oh, she says no. Uh, yeah, hopefully I can get my chairs down here. So there's nothing, I can't lean back. If I lean back, I'll fall. The IT board, it was actually really nice here today. Matter of fact, I'm not running any heat. Here it is, 9:36 p.m. and I'm not running any heat. So I wonder. Let me see what my heater tells me. Um, 67 in here. And believe it or not, it feels warmer. It feels closer to 70, but hey, I'll take it. Yeah, rain for Wednesday. Well, good. Actually, I mean, unless your work involves being outside, then yeah, maybe that's not such a good thing. But here in Kentucky, we need the rain. We were a little dry. We had some rain a few days ago, but you know, I don't think it was enough. We could use quite a bit more rain. So, but I'm loving it. It's warmer than normal for this time of year. Tornadoes to the south of you. Now let's hope they stay away from you, Duncan. We don't need you blowing away. Keep your ear out for them. Yep, they sound like a train. The one I witnessed back in the 90s sounded like a lot of trains coming at you at the same time. So that's not just a fable. It does sound like a lot of trains coming after you. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, you know, good thunderstorm as long as it's not, you know, it doesn't bring damaging winds or tornadoes. But we just need a good soak. Kentucky just needs a good soak. At least here in the central part of the state, we do. Yeah, I don't know if you guys see my shorts, but not the shorts I wear. The shorts on my channel. But I've been putting up shorts where the kittens are playing, and I've got some footage on my phone. I'm just waiting for the internet to be installed tomorrow, and I've got footage of the kittens playing in the big living room. So they have all this room in the living room to play, and that flooring in there. I think I have some samples. Yeah, I do. Hang on just a second. I'm going to step on a kitty. Spy one, it's not. Yeah, okay. So that stuff is what's on the floor in the living room. Just keep the glare off. Okay, there we go. I actually like this. And it interlocks with each piece. So one side has been routed. They're actually routed opposite of each other. So This is on the lower end of it, and this is on the upper end of it, and they just kind of fit together. And so it's slick, and I haven't mopped in there yet, but I have swept it up, and I got all the boxes out of the living room because I just didn't want anyone coming into the house. You can't see me. I didn't want anyone coming in the house going, "Oh, you still got your boxes." Well, I got them all put in the bedrooms. And those cats get a running start and they run across this floor. When they try to stop, it doesn't happen because they slide right across it. And it's cute. It's really cute watching them try to play and fight with each other and, do all the things that kittens do on this stuff like this. It's just a blast, really. But yeah, so I got extra pieces of it. Well, maybe I shouldn't have took that out. There we go. I have extra pieces of that, but I hate to see how much it is. Would be kind of nice to do the floor in here with that, But then I'm kind of torn because this room is a little bit lower than the rest of the house, so because it was added on, it's probably about a foot step down. So when you come out of the dining room, let's see if I can show you this room here. So there's the doorway. This wall right here, and on behind me was the original exterior wall to this mobile home. So it was tore out, the siding was taken off. These are, the bones to the original mobile home. And then they added this section on. So right there where you see Dark pop up on the counter, because he's not supposed to be on the counter, sir. Excuse me, sir. You're not supposed to be up there. Well, he doesn't care. Anyway, that's part of the kitchen. Rest of the mobile home there. So I don't know. I thought because it's closer to the ground that maybe it would be better to have carpet in here, but I don't know. When it comes to flooring, you're still going to be spending quite a bit. It doesn't matter, but yeah. Yeah, he says, what? I'm gonna. He's like he's special. He's like laws and rules don't pertain to that cat. So I don't know. It's good to see him out because it's good to see him out and about, because when I brought him down the other day, he was scared he would come out of his corner, and he stayed in the master bathroom for the longest time, wouldn't come out. And then today he finally ventured out, and it's good to see him trying to adjust to the new home. That's a good possibility. That's a very good possibility, Tibor. I think I probably could do that. Yeah. I attempted a tour of the house, just being silly. I was kind of tired and bored, and I really didn't want to go back up and do any more moving of boxes. So I got the drone out, and I turned off GPS, and I flew the drone through the house. And mind you, this thing's about this big, and it's a mini. It's a DJI Mini 2 SE. It's still kind of, big to be flying in a house. It's not like one of them little toy ones that kids get, this fits in the palm of your hand. Now I'm flying it through the house, and of course you have no like compass control. You have no GPS. It's what's called attitude control. So it says fly with caution, attitude control, and I'm flying it through the house, and it would get close to a wall, and its own air, the air blowing off of those rotors would like launch it forward. And it was funny because I'm trying to fly this thing through here, try to be graceful and get some cool footage, and it didn't turn out the way I expected it to. We'll get it out. And I almost crashed it into the wall in the master bedroom. I said, okay, I need to put this away before I break something. So, it was, and the cat scattered because the thing is loud inside. Duncan asked, what is the floor in that room made of? It's just, it's not OBS. So it's plywood. It's a plywood floor. I'm not sure what the foundation is. I'm assuming the foundation is brick or blocks or something like that. So there is space between the ground and the floor, that outer part of the floor. Otherwise, we'd constantly have to replace the floor because it would get, dampness would ruin it from underneath. So it's smooth. I have to give them credit. They did a heck of a job putting the flooring in, subfloor in. It's ready to be covered. Wouldn't be hard to do. This stuff I just showed you, it wouldn't be hard to do to put that on the floor in here. So I'll just I'll have to see when I get to that point. I think I want to do that last, so I'm going to take care of the walls in here, and then the floor last. These are a lot of fun. They really are. It's, unfortunately, DJI's getting, they're getting some bad press right now, and really, it really all just boils down to someone's own agenda. There's another company out there that wants to be number one, and say what you will about China. DJI has said numerous times that we're not out to steal anyone's information. We're just out to make money like any other company. So you have to kind of take that with a grain of salt, but they have removed some stuff out of the Fly app, and that these companies who are trying to get them banned kept saying was sharing your information or leaking your information. They've taken those out just to satisfy these people who are trying to lobby against them. We're not out of the woods yet, but we've got some pretty good. It looks pretty good for DJI. I don't think that there's going to be an all-out ban because there's too many public service, emergency services, search and rescue that use their products. And without that, then they're having to go these very high-priced drones. There's a company in America here that makes drones, but they're so ridiculously expensive. And these agencies don't want to plunk out that much money. Some of them are on a limited budget. So it's like, leave DJI alone, and I'm not just saying that because I own one of their products, but because they're doing everything they can to be legit. And now I think, without actually going back and checking on it myself, I did watch a video a few weeks ago. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, that they are actually suing our government, and it's how that's going to go. So they might win, they might not. I don't know how that's going to turn out, but I just know that in my situation, I fly recreational. I don't have a Part 107 drone pilot's license yet. It's on my to-do list. I would really like to be able to do that because I've got all these videos here on Storms, Radios, and Cats, and I can't even monetize them. If you want to monetize your drone videos, you have to have your Part 107 because that's a commercial license. How that translates over to YouTube, I have no idea, but that's just the way it is, and that's a federal. You're going against the FAA if you decide, well, I don't care and try to monetize your videos. It's not going to end well. You don't want to go against the Federal Aviation Administration. So it is what it is. And I have another channel called Paper Airplane, and I'm going to make it a mirror of all the, recent drone footage that I do have. So it's going to have all the videos over there. I may still drop one on this channel once in a while, but I'm not worried about monetizing Paper Airplane. I just want to still be able to show my videos, and I don't want to have to worry about trying to, decide whether I'm going to monetize them or, I think it's something like $150 to take the test for Part 107. And I fully intend to do it, but not right now. So, a fellow I worked with is into drones, and too high dollar range for me. I did learn more. The more money you spend, the easier to fly. Mine's $300. As a matter of fact, I'll go get it. Just hold on just a second. I'll go grab it real quick. Just here in the kitchen. All right. So, this was about $296, a little bit less than that because I got, this case does not come with it. I bought this off Temu separately, so I don't want to mislead you or anything. This case right here was not part of the deal when I bought my drone. So, but I did buy a case because it comes in a, like everything else, it comes in a cardboard box. I knew the cardboard box wasn't going to last forever, and I wanted something that was durable. As their selling point was, this was an explosion-proof box. I don't think so, and I'm not going to try it. But you can lock it. Nice thing about it, you can lock it. So there's that hole right there. You can slip a lock into it, lock this thing up. You don't have to worry about. But come on, it's plastic. If somebody really wanted to know what was in this thing, Sawzall, right? Dremel. A Dremel would probably get through this. But it keeps my drone in good shape. It's foam, and it's been pre-cut. When I ordered this off Temu, I had to make sure it was for the Mini 2 SE. So the controller sits here. We've got the drone here. And these little things right here are actually, when you first get the box, you got to separate these things. It's just foam, basically. But I keep my cables there. So we have the cable that transfers video from the drone to your laptop, desktop, computer, whatever, your Mac. This one connects between your phone and the drone controller. So what that does is help you transfer data between the controller and your phone. So you get to, you can also It also store an extra battery, so I bought a second battery. It didn't come with two; it just came with one battery. Let's see if I can do this without dropping it. We'll just use my head. That's using your head. So this is lithium ion. You have to get a specific one for the Mini 2 SE. Can't really read it without my glasses. I think they're at the other house. I did buy a secondary battery. It was a little bit cheaper. Ow! It was a little bit cheaper than buying it directly from DJI. So the controller, I'm not going to be able to show you how the phone mounts in it because my phone is actually right now. My phone is running a hotspot so I can do this live stream. Hey, South Florida Sunshine. Hey, Barry was putting him down. Sorry, I'm late and I forgot I have to set up for my sleep study, so can't stay long. All right, hon, no problem. So you may have seen these maybe in videos or whatnot, but your phone slips in here and it holds your phone. This cord that transfers data from your controller to your phone plugs into there's a little port right there. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, right there. You plug that into your drone controller, and then from your controller, it goes to your phone's port where you normally charge your phone. You do have the option to transfer videos from the drone itself to your phone, but they're not going to be as high resolution as if you download directly from the drone. And then you have sticks. Your sticks are right here. So they're just like joysticks. It's like joysticks on a video game. And then you just screw in the top. And I'm gonna give you a little helpful tip. I mean, these are cheap. You can buy them again. But, if you don't want to, what I would suggest to do is lay this somewhere like on the ground or on a table. Hold your controller above it when you take the sticks out of the controller and put the sticks in while it's above this. So that way, if you drop one of these little sticks, you're not SOL. You can pick it up out of this box and put it in, into the controller. Okay, so I'm going to do this backwards. So when you push your stick up, your drone goes up into the air. When you pull it down, your drone goes down. This one controls your yaw. So that's left, right, up, forward is for the drone to go forward. Backwards is for your drone to go backwards. You go left and right, it'll fly sideways. This first stick I told you goes up and down. It also spins the drone around. So if you turn it right, it's going to turn counterclockwise or clockwise. Turn it left, it's going to go counterclockwise. This camera sucks, but so you have cinematic mode. Your drone's controls are a little slower, so you could take smooth, fluid video. Hello, Yankee Cow. Welcome in. Dark Paw, really? Really, buddy? Really, buddy? Let me put that back in there so I don't lose it. The drone will. I just love how he walks. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish. He's still trying to find his place in the house, and he just messed up my chat for me. Hey, Tuck Bobby, good evening to you. Yeah, you have a good night too. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, well, this button's an Xbox controller. So this button here, yeah, there's a red dot. That's for recording a video. Or I wish I could show the screen, but I can't show the screen. Like I said, I'm using my phone for a hotspot. On the control on the screen on the phone, there's an option. You can choose video or photos. This button, not only does it take photos, but it takes video too. So you push it once, it starts recording, or it takes a picture. Press it again, it stops. Of course, this is your power button. That you hold it down. You press it once, and then you press it again, hold it down. It plays a little song, and it's ready to go. And it's showing you right there, it's got full battery. You have auto takeoff, auto land, that button right there. And you can bring the drone back to your location, wherever your home point was set at. You have function button that you can set up in the app. So you can set that to do a couple different things like return to home, or you could set it to help with the, I believe the zoom. I have never set it up for anything else. I've not actually used the function button for anything. We have this other button here, and I believe without my glasses, yeah, that's part of camera. That's camera control right there too. So so if you want to see before you even start it up how much battery life you have, you just quick press it. You see you have all the lights, they light up and they tell you your battery's good. I could have about 2 or 3 flights before I have to charge the controller up. It will kind of keep your phone topped off a little bit, so they do trade the energy back and forth. But me get these sticks back in here. So that's your charge port right there in the middle. So you have sport mode, cinematic, and normal. Normal is just doesn't fly as fast, but it's not slow either. Cinematic is slow because you want to make, crisp, smooth movements with the drone. And also in the app, you can control how fast your movements are. It's like you say, if I want to turn the drone around, or if I want to go up and down, left to right, I could slow that down in the app, or I could just use cinematic mode, which will slow everything down. Sport mode, I'm hearing conflicting stories. So I think sport mode is something like maybe about like 15 miles per hour, 17, something like that. It's pretty quick, but it's not. DJI's got one out that just close to 60. The thing sounds mean when it flies over your head. Of course, you got the drone here. It's all folded up. It's got its lens cover on. There's a lot of fly-by-night companies that have this model enclosure for their drones, and they're in different colors and stuff. But what you do, you fold out your front arms like that, and then these here fold backwards, just like that. When you land, when you put it on the ground or whatever surface you're going to take off from, make sure to you don't really have to do this, but as a rule of thumb, I like to spread the blades out so that they're, they just, it takes off much quicker. Hey, David Corey with Crop, good evening to you. Again, the controller does the same thing as the drone, or the drone does the same thing as the controller, however you want to look at it. If you quick press it, it tells you, let's see, full battery. Also, the app tells you how much battery life you have on your drone. The only sensors this drone has, this is a DJI Mini 2 SE, is downward sensors, and that's to help it with stabilization in the air. Also, it helps with landing the drone. The drone can measure, it's kind of like what they call LiDAR, and it measures the distance between the drone and the ground. So if I was to hold my hand out, and I tend to do this sometimes, I'll land the drone in my hand. The drone will sense my hand as it's coming down. It'll go back up real quick, and then it realizes that I still have the stick down and that I really want to land the drone in my hand. Believe me, these blades hurt, and I've already had my finger cut once because I wasn't paying attention. But you just hold your hand out, and that drone will eventually just land as nice as you please in your hand. Takes a couple times doing it. As far as I think it would be easier to understand how the controls work if I could maybe figure out how to get my action camera to work like a body cam. That way, while I'm messing with the controls, you can see through that camera how the controls work and how the drone behaves when you are messing with the controls. Battery compartment. This is the one thing I don't like about this drone. This bothers me. Okay, that door is flimsy. If I could change anything about this drone, it would be this door for the battery. It bothers me because I'm afraid I'm going to break it. It's so brittle. But you have a little release button here, and you grab the top of the battery and that release button, and you pull out. There's your battery and back into the drone. This is for your SD card, and this is for charging and transferring videos or photos. So you push it in till it clicks, close that till it clicks, and then you're good to go. I can actually start it up, but because I don't have anything, the controller is turned off. But we'll see with it. So you'll see the blades kind of move on their own here. See that? And because we're inside, the drone cannot see GPS. So at this point, this drone will be flying what they call attitude mode. It's squirrely inside, unless you have a big gymnasium. It is pretty squirrely without GPS. The flashing light shows the drone is ready, but the drone right now doesn't see the controller, so it doesn't know what to do. You press once real quick, and then you hold it down. Drone goes off. Hey, Gary, what's up, Beloop? We're just having a little drone 101. I didn't have anything else planned. How do I get the license? Okay, so Tibor wants to know how we get the license. There is a website. I could probably bring it up real quick. Let me put the drone away before I do something that causes a disaster. They do come with extra props. So when you buy it, it comes with screws, a tiny screwdriver, and extra props. So if you break the first set, you're good to go for another flight. If you saved those extra props, I have them. They're in another box somewhere. So far, I haven't had to replace them. I check the blades every time I decide to fly. You just want to make sure there's no fractures or anything in the props. But you lose one set of props and it'll ruin your whole day. Trust me, I know. It will send your drone off in directions you don't want it to be flying in. If your drone goes out of reach of the drone controller's signal, it will return to home as long as you tell it to do that in the app. You can set the altitude that you want it to return to home, and provided that it updated your home point before you took off, it will come back, hopefully. There have been some rare cases where they haven't, but it doesn't happen that often. There's a lot of people on YouTube who are testing the limits of these things. And I think about the worst one I thought I've ever seen was somebody did it over water. I believe it was an ocean. They lost control of it. The drone could not return to home. It was running out of juice. And before you knew it, the last thing you saw was the drone was floating on the ocean and way out there. Good mile or so, 2 miles, I'm not sure exactly, but the drone would have sunk into the water before they even had a chance to get onto a boat and retrieve it. So it won't catch me doing that. I won't test the limits of a drone. I won't fly above 400 feet. But back to how you get your license. Okay, so the FAA has a section of their website set aside for drones and drone licensing. They will tell you how to get, where to take the test, not so much how to get. Well, I think they do. Yeah, I think they do. They tell you both where to take the test and what how to get the study materials. And then, of course, if you're lucky and your state has one, it might be about 20 miles from you, 20, 30 at the most, but usually they're in airports, like especially the small airports. You just have to, I'm trying to find that website so I could tell you exactly where to look. Okay, so we have, I went right to it. Well, what are the odds? Okay, so we present, share screen. All right, so let's do let's zoom in. Wow. Okay. That was a little squirrely. If you know your geography. Okay, there we go. Now, so for Kentucky, click on that. It says Somerset Community College Assessment Center, 808 Monticello Road, Somerset, Kentucky, room 101. That is one option for myself. Looks like there might be some closer to Lexington, Kentucky, which I'm just kind of in the middle of both Somerset and Lexington, a little bit closer to Lexington. So I wouldn't go up here. Apparently this one's a Louisville. Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to make a day of it to drive to Louisville. Yeah, so you're going to get a map like this. Let me zoom back out. And all those purple markers show you where you can take the test. there's some programs that you can join, or websites that you can join, that they're tutorials. They're basically a class, and they help you get your drone pilot's test passed. And they have a pretty good running record, that most people pass their test if they take that course. And I think it's Drone Pilot 101. And or we have this website, Drone Pilot Ground School. So, join 65,000 plus successful students become an FAA certified drone pilot with Drone Pilot Ground School. Yeah, this is why get out of my way. Here's another reason I won't join these schools. $299. Yeah. No, not in my budget. So I'm pretty sure that I could study without having to mess with a website like this. That's a lot, because I believe, let me see if I can search it up while we're still on this page. Yeah, get your drone license. What you learn, how it works, our 3 times guarantee, pricing. Let's see what pricing says. I believe it's $150 to take the test, which that's a hard pill to swallow if you fail the test. No. So let me go to that page right there. And then I'm going to ask Google, how much does it cost to take the Part 107 test? $175. Whew. Yeah. You better know your stuff, I guess. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, your test fee is non-refundable too. Wow. Yep. Yeah. Better know your stuff. Because that would be a costly failure right there. I mean, nothing's a failure really. You can go back and take it, but it's it's $150 you lost. So hello, Serena. Okay, Carol. Yeah, I see, Carol. No problem. Your health is far more important than some old dude talking about drones on YouTube. No, seriously, your health is much more important for sure. Oh my. Hello, Ann's Place. How you doing? Yeah, no problem, Tibor. No problem. And I'll be a little bit more prepared. I'll try to make some videos covering drone stuff. And one of the ideas that I had was to set up my sports camera on a tripod and film what it takes, because it really doesn't take a lot for me to film these sunsets and sunrises. I would like to to be able to fly around the neighborhood and not worry about somebody taking my drone out. But unfortunately, I live in the country. Some people are a little hesitant. Some people don't understand the laws. And, I've said this, I know I harp on it a lot, but if you feel like somebody's using their drone to spy on you, don't shoot it down. Call the police. If the police don't get the Federal Aviation Administration involved, then there is a number that you can call for the FAA yourself and say, look, this guy's using this drone. I believe he's trying to spy on my family. The FAA will step in. Chances are, and this is like any other hobby out there, or if you want to do it for business, either way, people think that, oh, I bought a drone, suddenly they're an expert. I'm not an expert. I'm still learning myself. Some people buy a drone, don't even know there's laws. You can't fly above 400 feet. You can't. There's certain national parks and forests that you cannot fly in. You have to sign a waiver. You have to sometimes pay some money to fly in those parks. Parks like the Daniel Boone National Forest, or like me and Goblin, we went to Paravel Battlefield. And Paravel, I didn't know it until I got to looking at the website. You have to fill out a form and pay some money before you can fly your drone over there and take photography. I think the reason they do that is because you got people who want to film and do stuff for a movie or whatever, and they end up trashing the place. So that $100 or whatever that they ask you to pay is sort of like it's kind of an incentive for you not to make a mess of the place. Hey, Angel, how you doing? Yeah, I know, Anna. This sucks. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, people are mean. If the military's spying on you, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because we know better. Girl, you'd be hard pressed. I mean, you really would be hard pressed to prove it. They would buy everybody out. You can take them. You can maybe take the FAA to court, but you realize that you're going up against a federal entity, and or the FAA might be able to find you an attorney that can help you prove the fact that they are, in fact, spying on you. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because it does. Trust me. Their drones, the military and the government drones are way up there in the thousands, maybe even more, even more than thousands of dollars. Those are capable of doing a whole lot of things, and their optical lenses on their cameras can see a lot, unfortunately. On the other hand, they are used in war. That's the reason that they're outfitted with all those cool gadgets. Yeah, and they're a lot bigger, so going. I mean, I can't honestly answer that. You're going against a large entity like the military or the government, then man, it's gonna be hard. It really is. It's gonna be, like, you could do it, but I don't know what the outcome would be. I don't want to be negative about it. Just putting it out there. But now, like if it was me and I decided, oh wow, so and so's wife was hanging out there in the backyard catching some sun, and I'm just purposely flying right there or just hovering. They may not be able to see which way my camera's pointing, up or down or forward, but just the fact that it's hovering right over their property is pretty obvious. I mean, wouldn't it? It would be pretty obvious. Even with the 3 or 4 times zoom that my drone camera has, you'd be like really hard pressed for me to see anything in your home unless I was hovering at a point where it was pretty obvious that I was looking, because they would have to be like 50 feet, maybe 100, but you would get better resolution at 50 feet. I've never tried it, but it's pretty obvious. I mean, once you get to use the drone, you understand how the camera works. You would have to be down pretty low before you could see through the windows. If you ever look across the street in the daytime, most of the time you cannot see through the windows. Just at a glance, you can't see through. They just look dark, right? Because it's darker in that house than it is outside. So the light reflecting off of that window, off of that house, your eyes see a dark window. If it was nighttime and their interior lights are on inside the house and you're flying your drone, if they don't hear it first, I guess you could see something if they didn't have curtains, but I don't suggest it. I mean, it's ridiculous. I wouldn't want. I like my privacy, and I'm pretty sure our neighbors like their privacy too. And if I was flying 300 or 400 feet, if I fly at the maximum altitude, which they say 120 meters, but I go by feet, so it'd be about 390 something feet in the air. I'm not going to see much in someone's windows, but I can see, whatever the camera sees, zoomed in or not. And the airspace above your home, yes, to a point, you own that to infinity. Well, then guess what? So do I. And I have a right of way. Just like the aircraft flying over your home a million times a month, they all have the same, the airspace to them is open. And I think that the best thing that they ever came out with was basically is a tag that you can, I lost the name of it. I can't think of it, what it's called right now. The ID. You could get a little module, and some of the DJI higher model DJI models already have this built in, but it tells other airplanes and it tells a traffic tower that your drone is in the air, and it tells you who it's registered to. Absolutely think that is the best thing they ever came up with. There are a lot of people who would disagree with me, but I think it's important to know just how many of these drones are flying. Because as I was alluding to earlier, some people buy a drone, they don't know there's laws. They don't know laws. I don't know all of them, but I know the important ones. And that's to keep my ass out of trouble, because I'm just flying it for fun at this point. And I fly it so you all can see, sunsets, sunrises, and how beautiful Kentucky is. And, and I enjoy putting those videos together. I would love to be able to fly the drone through the neighborhood, feel comfortable enough to know that no one's going to take a pop shot at it. Because the last place I want to go is federal court and have to explain to them that I was just flying for fun and I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. And then have Joe Blow down the road who's had about 12 beers think that I'm some kind of threat to him, So, but aircrafts, drones are considered aircraft. That's why you can't shoot them down. Plus, it's a safety hazard. If you shoot one prop, that drone can fly in. That drone can just fly in any direction it wants to, and it could hit you. It could hit your dog. It could hit Shawnee over here, who, oh my goodness, Shawnee is here. But I wouldn't want it to hit. It's awesome. How you doing, hon?
Oh, well, great,
Diva!
great. Yeah,
So,
Diva, I just saw that at the last second there.
did you have a good day?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It rained, which means like my body doesn't want to work. So like it was a breakfast in bed kind of start to the day, and
oh,
I didn't get
wait,
everything done on my list.
did you really get breakfast in bed?
He went and picked up from a restaurant. He didn't cook it
Oh,
and
it don't
delivered
matter.
it
It
to
don't
me.
matter. It's still
It
breakfast in
was
bed. That's
I
the way I
picked
look
it
at it.
out, right? It was the things I said I wanted.
Yeah.
And so yes, I ate my breakfast in bed.
Awesome.
Um, I got my seeds kind of dealt with in a way. I haven't made a list yet. I didn't do any cooking though. Like my plan was to cook and reduce tomatoes for chili all day. Hi. And I was gonna make a tater tot hot dish. Zero of that
Mm,
got
God,
accomplished.
it sounds so
But a
good
family
though.
member called me and needed help. They actually went to a gas station and the gas wasn't coming out of any, like they tried 3 different pumps. And there was no sign, there was no tape, there was nothing in this. It's a self-serve. There's no person in the building. I don't know if you guys have those there where there's
Yeah.
no tenant. So I go on Facebook and I look up the company, and 3 days ago they posted that the pumps in this location aren't working and we're trying to work on it. And the gas light was on for this person, and so there was a station down the hill that they ran on fumes to, but they were shuffling other vehicles for the winter, and so I had to go pick them up, and then we just hung out. My husband was at a disc golf tournament. What they did was they took people's personal baskets. Do you know what disc golf is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
They took people's personal baskets, loaded them on a trailer, went to a city park, and they set up their own course, and you had to pay a fee to play. And they were trying to raise money to do updates to an actual course that we have in town. And since it was raining all day, only half of the attendees came. My husband helped set up the course and made the trophy paintings for
Cool.
the divisions. And so he had just gotten home a little bit ago. I was waiting for him to get home before coming online because you know, wanted to talk to him and whatnot. So I don't know. My day was fine, I guess.
Uh-oh. We lost her. Hope y'all didn't lose me too, because I am on my phone's hotspot, so stuff is still popping up. No, I've lost the shiny. Uh-oh.
Just ignore
Oh,
that happened.
okay. What? What happened? I don't know what you're talking about. You're tripping.
It was so Diva. Oh my goodness. Diva says, "How was the birthday party?" Well, it started really well, and then the birthday person kind of lost their cool.
Oh
And
no.
you know,
Oops.
uh yeah.
Oh.
Just typical kid stuff. Nothing got broken. No one was bleeding.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, okay.
So, you know, yeah, Sunday is my work on YouTube stuff day. So, got some of that done. I'm not ready for the week, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, I'm not either.
I need one more Sunday so I can
Yeah.
get ready for the week.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a good party. Yeah.
And then the song from the Beatles would make sense. 8 days a week. That would make sense then.
I do not have a drone, and I don't honestly have a desire to learn how to drive one, but I think they're really cool, and they add to a YouTube video, and they're good for a prep, you know, for security.
Yes, they are. Hey,
Yeah.
T-Ward, thank you so much for stopping in. You have a great night and a better day tomorrow, and we'll see you on the YouTube streets or a dark alley. It was creepy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
You two stop. I see you. Just stop. Well, Dark
Oh,
falls out of his
and
hole. What? Oh,
Anne's gonna have to take a nap later.
sounds like it. I didn't even know you were back there. Hi. Okay. Well, it's like a card table, so it's not
Okay.
very big.
Mhm.
And because I'm on a laptop, I didn't know he was sleeping back there. Phoenix is back there asleep.
Surprise.
Yeah. I would like to take the test. I would like to get my drone
I think you're
pilot's
gonna do it.
license.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, I don't know how I would swing it, but I think somewhere along the line, I would like to get a bigger drone, and then just be done with it because 2 drones is enough. And one of the bigger ones is like 2 drones anyway. So it'd be like having 3 drones, wouldn't it?
Can you explain why you want a bigger drone? Or did you go over that
uh,
already and I have to catch the replay?
no, I didn't. There's more features, more stable in wind. Uh, the Believe it or not, the Mini 2 SE is what I have. Isn't too bad in the wind. Anything above 15 miles an hour is a little bit too much. It gets a little weird. It gets scary, like to the point where I think I'm going to lose it
Yeah.
because it can't. It does pretty well as long as it's got like 18 satellites, but it can only do so much before it says, "Hey, the wind is too much." It'll throw up a little red error, and it says, "Fly with caution, wind, high wind."
With the bigger drone, does the distance between you and the drone extend? You can go further with it,
Yeah,
fly it
actually,
further.
yeah, it does. Well, like the DJI products, they have what's called they have what it's like a glorified Wi-Fi, and
That you pay for?
it's built into the drone.
Okay.
I'm trying to simplify it because like some people might go wah 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 wah
I
wah.
don't know anything about it.
But okay, so if you get one of the toy drones, right, from Walmart or like Temu, like you paid $20 for it, you can't expect the same quality as DJI.
Mm-mm.
They fly strictly on Wi-Fi. It's the same Wi-Fi you use for your phone or your laptop or your tablet. It's really weak, right? You get to a certain point in your yard, it
Yeah, there's no
drops.
more signal. Yeah.
That's it. And your little toy drone goes wherever the hell it wants to.
Yeah.
Doesn't have return to home. So DJI came up with a really cool way to. It's like it's a step above Wi-Fi, and it's an encoded signal between the drone and your controller,
Okay.
and vice versa. They're getting better every time they put a drone out. They get better and better and better,
Of
and your
course.
distance goes further and further. One caveat with that: if you cannot see your drone, it's not visual line of sight of your drone, you've already broke the law.
Oh,
So
that's
if you
right. I've
can't
heard you
see
say
it
that.
anymore, yeah,
Okay.
if you can't see it no more, you don't have spotters. Like say every mile or so, you've already broke the law. Unfortunately, I've not gotten that good yet. I still don't feel comfortable flying it across the road. Right?
Okay.
It just feels like it's not under my control anymore. Even
Yep.
though I got the controller, I got return to home set. I'm still kind of like, no, 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 come back, come back, come back. I changed my mind. Because I can't get another. Well, I could get another one, do just like I did with this one, save my money up and get a refurbished one.
hmm
I don't
Well,
want
and
to.
if you think about it, so let's say you wait, let's say a year to do this
Mhm.
upgrade. They're not going to cost as much as they cost now. The price is
Mm-mm.
going to go down, you know. And it's just fascinating, kind of the storyline of drones. I mean, the military started using them in the 1980s. And now, when did they become available for personal citizen use? In the last 10
Mm.
years? 5 years?
Yeah, 10 or 12 years. Yeah.
10 years. Okay.
Actually, they go back further than that. When they were testing the atomic bomb,
hmm
they had aircraft that were basically remote controlled airplanes.
Okay.
So
So they
there was
just
nobody on board.
mini-sized it all these years. They made it smaller,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's getting so much better. The technology is just,
Well,
you know,
do you think they're gonna start regulating where citizens can't have them?
because, yeah, I have considered that possibility. Yeah. Because they want something that they want to have it, not let us have it. Right.
Yeah. Like, I get the
Because they
whole
can use them.
licensing stuff. Like, I feel like we could
Mhm.
see them crack down on who can purchase it, even where to purchase it, but maybe not. Maybe they'll stay out of it.
Well, how fair would it be to let us have them now and then later on say no? Because it's not just, you know, John Q. Public or Jane Q. Public, either way, having the drones, but you also have EMTs, you have fire, you have search and rescue, you have the
Mhm,
FBI, CIA, all those agencies with 3 or 4 letters. You know, they all use them,
mhm.
and the problem is, they've already let us have these drones, and it doesn't mean that they're not going to take. They could take them. They could say, you know what? No, you're not responsible enough to have a drone. But they would have to really become radical on us before I think that would happen. If you
Yeah.
catch my
Like,
drift.
I'm not sure we're gonna see it in our time. I don't know.
No,
It's hard to know because the
maybe
way
not.
things grow and change, aren't the same as they were before. So to be able to predict what's gonna do in the next 30 years, I don't know, because in the last 30 years, things didn't go the way we thought they would with technology is what I'm speaking about, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't really expect, you know, so soon. It seems like it just seems so soon that drones would be used in a military application. Now, I thought, yeah, okay, that is pretty mind blowing what they have accomplished. But you got you got Ukraine over here, and they're taking like parts from other drones that got blown apart or whatever.
Mhm.
They're building another one, and they're putting nasty stuff on it
Mm-hmm.
and just sending it. And I'm like, that's not even high tech. The only thing that was high tech about that is the drone itself.
Yeah.
The bombs they're putting on them are just something
Oh,
from
wow.
way
There's
back.
this list here. So I just did uses for drones. Okay. Agriculture, inspection, disaster management, construction, irrigation monitoring, drone attorney. I don't know what that means. Drone attorney. Environment, aerial photography, search and rescue, real estate, surveillance, firefighting, oil and gas, drone mapping. Oh, mapping, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Surveying, said agriculture drones. That's like the same thing as the other one. Wildlife conservation, infrastructure, public security, energy deliveries, combat. Oh boy.
Reed Timmer and that other storm chaser. His team has sent drones into tornadoes, and
Oh, to gather data about wind
yeah,
speed and like velocity, and
yeah. Some of them make them
that's a
make
drone.
it, some
Okay.
don't. Yeah, some make it, some don't. Unfortunately, but
Because we send, is it still just airplanes that we send into hurricanes when they're in the sea to kind of gauge what they're going to do on land, or is it a drone for hurricanes?
I don't know if they're using drones or not. There had been talk that they would, but I think it's a cost. It's a cost thing, because
Yeah.
you lose $1 billion drone.
Ooh. Right.
But then again, I mean, that's not to say that NOAA, can't lose one of their planes. They've got those planes that have the
Yeah.
radar built onto it, and they fly right over the eye of the storm. That's not to say that that's not expensive to lose because,
Right.
they have it. They have it, thankfully, but, it's not to say that it won't happen. But people have flown drones over volcanoes, for God's sakes. I don't
Yes,
suggest it.
volcanoes. That's a thing.
I don't
Yes.
suggest it
Right.
because it's plastic, and they
If you
don't.
type, oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say they don't like heat very well.
Well, that's what I was thinking. There's got to be some kind of like heat shield situation on that build, right?
I don't know. There's some
We might
YouTube
have to
channels
start
that
looking up pictures.
yeah, there's some channels that flew their drones through. There was lava spewing up into the sky, and they flew it right through it.
Well,
I'm
I
like,
guess. Yeah, I have seen that. That's a drone.
man,
I
they must
forget.
have more money than. Huh?
The future of drones. Should we read through that?
Can't hurt
Improved
anything.
improved communication. So they'll be able to transfer data in real time and stream high definition video, like with 5G, it's saying. Increased autonomy. They'll be able to perform tasks without human intervention, like detecting leaks, inspecting pipelines, and charging themselves. Better navigation in crowded areas near electrical wiring and enclosed spaces. Ooh, I just thought of caves. Drones in caves, right?
Oh yeah. Hey, popcorn. Oh, I
Popcorn.
made a suggestion. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I, I made a suggestion to an explorer one time, urban explorer. Well, it was a farm. He's like goes to these farms,
Yeah.
abandoned farms, and he was kind of sketchy. He was at one place he said it was kind of sketchy to go into. I said, well, seeing as you have a drone, why not take the drone through a window? That way you're not risking your life. You risk your drone, yeah, but you're not
Mm-hmm.
going in some house that might collapse on you. You're the only one
Mm-hmm.
there.
Right.
A lot of times he does this on his own. I thought, surely he'll think about that. And I think he left a message that said, I never thought of that. So I don't know if he's, I think
I
his
hope he
name
tries
is,
it.
huh?
I hope he tries it.
Yeah, I think his channel is Farm Hunter. So he looks for farms. Like I believe he lives in the Midwest. So he's like,
Midwest.
yeah, yeah. But he goes to those farms. They're way out there in the middle of nowhere. So I'm sure he'd tell somebody that he's going. A lot of explorers do. Like if they go solo, they'll tell somebody before they leave, so that if you don't hear from them 24 hours from now, then something's wrong. Send
That's the best
somebody. Yeah,
practice.
yeah. They do have water drones, which
Oh,
the public,
underwater?
yeah, public can buy them. I can't think of the name of the company that makes them, but yeah, it's like a submarine you could control.
Yeah.
you know?
Oceanographers, I'm sure, used it way before public had access to them.
Oh yeah, I mean they always have something, and they release it to us 10 years later. This is new. No, it's not, you liar. I know it's not new.
They're
But,
saying that they're gonna have drones have swarm technology. So that says they'll be able to work together like bees. So you would have that's creepy just to think about drones all moving in
yeah,
the same.
but it could be fun. Look
Ugh.
up drone. Look up drone displays or something. It's
Oh,
they
is it
synchron
lights?
lights. They
Yeah,
put
lights on
lights
them.
on them,
Okay,
and they
I
make
do
like
know
all
about
these
that.
cool shapes and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing that they can do that. It's one controller, sometimes two people flying them, but they're flying like 100 drones at
Oh
once.
my goodness.
I mean, my brain would be like,
I know it
what?
sounds complicated. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
computers. I mean, obviously they got computers. Choreographed the whole thing, but
So the way they're fueled right now is a lithium battery?
yeah,
Okay, because this is saying hydrogen fuel cells. They'll be able to fly longer because of those, because they generate more energy, but they have the same weight. What is LiPo? Lipo? Is that lithium?
yes, lithium phosphate.
Okay. Yeah, it's like the scientific LiPo label. Okay. Um, this is stuff that I've seen is the precision agriculture things where the drones monitor crop health and apply fertilizers. I've never seen harvest crops before. That's creepy. Well, I mean, we do have automated combines that are millions of dollars where you don't have to be in it to have it go down the field because they use GPS, but it creeps me out. That's
Yeah,
nightmare stuff.
autonomous
Yeah,
combine.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. Think about it.
Oh, this is a
Because
funny thing.
where are these? Most of these fields are right by a road, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah.
You see a big combine come down the road, and
Yeah,
nobody's
it
in it.
misses
You're
its mark. I know.
like,
There's the one field that's right next to a train. The train goes and
oh my
loads and
god!
unloads off of the grain elevator right there, and then it's all fields. So
Children of the corner would look tame compared to one of those coming after you. Stop! You're such a brat. You jumped up there just to be a bully.
well, I mean, dare I say, people should invest in drone companies in the market because it's a growing industry here. If you're into that,
Sorry.
I don't have money to invest over here at this place, so oh.
No, neither. All right, Duncan. But yeah, so there's I think it's a spin off, or it might actually be DJI, but they've got a crop spraying drone. It carries about as big as maybe a Cooper. The Cooper cars. It's about as big as one of those, maybe close to it, and it holds I don't know how many gallons of
Oh, okay, I see what
spray.
you mean.
They'll spray the crops, which I'm
Yeah, for
totally
agronomy.
against, but yeah.
Well, there's fields that are labeled organic that will use aerial to apply um like a, it's not a worm casting tea, but it would be some kind of nitrogen tea, and then they can plant by air. I don't know which
Yeah.
seeds that is. It'd be something that you would broadcast. So that means like you could literally just take a handful of seeds and throw it. That's broadcasting for non-gardeners in the chat.
Mhm.
um it's a lot of, because then you're not disturbing the soil is why they're doing it by air.
Yeah. Well, that one is almost totally automated. Almost. You still have to have an operator because of the whole running away from you thing.
Yeah. And then your
Because,
lines.
yeah,
G
yeah. But
DJI makes a sprayer drone.
that might be the one I'm talking about
Oh
because
my
it's
god, $16,000.
mm-hmm. Yeah, but you can set its course. It's called waypoints. So you put waypoints into the drone controller, and it'll go to the end of the field, come back, to the end of the field, come back, and when it's about empty, it'll come back to you.
So this one does 52 acres in 1 flight hour. Hmm. It can hold 40 liters, which is 10.5 gallons.
I mean, this battery's got to be 10 times bigger than mine.
For it to be able to carry that weight and fly for over an... Okay, so does this show me the battery anywhere? What's this picture?
It's bound to be. It's loud. Sorry.
It shows me the remote. Oh, that's cool. I could probably share it.
Probably the size of maybe a bit smaller than a car battery. I guess. There we go.
I don't know. So this is just, I thought this was cool what the screen looks like on the controller for when you're driving it. It even shows like, okay, the green's where you've been, the yellow's where you're going. There's an arrow. It's just like a map
Oh, wow.
going down the field. I don't understand how big this is based on the picture. I'd have to see like numbers.
Yeah. Um, yeah, it's a shame they didn't have something for scale.
I'll have to look on a different part of this to see.
Or maybe look up that drone right there that you just showed on. Show it on. Look for it on YouTube because I know I watched one where they were showing how it works.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Well, it has a YouTube video attached to this page.
might be it. Let me run to. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick.
Oh, T40 battery can be charged in 10 minutes when it's
Wow.
connected to a 240 volt outlet. It has 1500 charging cycles. Okay, how many charging cycles is your drone before the battery's toast?
Hmm. I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
Okay. You have to go to the blue.
Yeah, but I'm gonna look this up real quick.
Okay. To the privy.
It uses LiPo, so the cycle count will depend on how deep the batteries are discharged. If kept at 50% at all times, it will be 500 cycles. 30% will be 300 cycles. 300 cycles below
So
30% is greater than.
if Are you charging your battery every day for your drone since you drive it? I think you don't drive it every day, do you? Fly it? Is it called flying or driving?
Fly
Fly it.
pilot it. No, actually, because they hold a charge for a long time. Uh,
Yeah.
the controller tends to lose some, but not enough to really be worrisome. Like if I
Mhm.
don't drop below, um, it's got 5 lights, so if I don't drop below 3, then I have nothing to worry about. But if it does drop down to like 2 or 1, it goes pretty quick.
Goes
For
quick. Yeah,
some
just like your
reason.
gas tank. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Yeah,
because I was like, well, geez, if you only get 500 charges, that's a year and a half, but that's if you're charging it every day, 365. So you
yeah.
might get 2.5 years out of this battery on this drone you have.
And I
But by
have 2
then,
batteries.
you'll have your new drone though in two
Right.
years.
True. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Um, I bought a second one after I was like 30 minutes. Well, it says like 32 minutes, but I get about 29 something out of it. I'm like, man, that wasn't enough. So I bought a second battery when I
Yeah.
saw that I can get them cheaper.
Yeah.
So I was still buying it through DJI, but for some reason, when you buy it on Amazon, it's cheaper. I don't know.
That's not right.
I will be right back.
Yeah. So Anne's Place has a good comment. It says, "What are people going to do when most work is done by machines, drones, etc.? What will our purpose be? Everything changes, doesn't it? We already have robots doing machine work, like CNC machines. We already have AI in radiology, uh, examining X-rays to determine what it says that the human eye can't see. It is something to think about, and it's just going to happen any no matter what anyway. There's going to be industries that use machines and drones no matter what we want. Will there still be people that go back to basic skills and living? Are we even going to be able to do that in a high-tech world? Because just with farming alone, the technology has completely changed the game. Farming used to be multiple families with smaller acres, and it's turned into large acres for just a couple of families. The equipment, it's almost to the point where the farmer can't just do a quick fix in the field. You have to call a tech, and the tech has to come out with their computer and connect it to your tractor to fix the issue. You know, let's see, Anne's Place. They have created robots now that can do more than nurses can. Somebody told me they had was it a hip replacement or a knee replacement? And they said it was like a robot doing it. Diva in the dirt. We will own and do nothing and be happy. Winky face. Anne's Place. Even ones that can diagnose you. Yeah. Yep. I know you had brought up there was like a scanning feature and what they looked like, and it's creepy. Diva in the dirt. I think there will be a division of the city dwellers and the rest of us. Yeah. I kind of I kind of hope that anyway, because I don't want to be a part of the city dweller nonsense. Anne's Place. Yes, in Japan, I think they created surgeon robots. Yeah. I mean, if we deep dived into each industry and how much has been done by, okay, so just in my job, uh, it's a job that I've had for 2 years now from home. I worked for the company for 3 years in person, and I quit when I started having a family. They completely changed the company with automation, and that was the reason why they could offer it remotely all of a sudden. So people that used to have to handle pieces of mail now it gets scanned and imaged and it's all done on a screen. Now there's kind of less room for error, and people still have to go through it and tell the system what needs to be in this order and what goes to the next job. But yeah, it's everywhere. People want to make things easier, I think. And they think that's the answer. Having something do it for you, right? I'm pretty sure they're trying to set up grocery stores where it's a digital code so the prices can change with a button instead of somebody having to like put a sticker on it. And then if they just set up the shelving and they have everything coded, you could have a robot that goes through the aisle and knows by scanning this is this item with its ICU number or whatever, and then it puts it in its cart for Storm's order, you know, instead of having a human shop it. I'm 60, so I don't worry for myself, but I do worry for my future generations. I hear you. Yeah. I don't know what the world's going to look like for my kids at all. For jobs and for what computers and what internet will be.
Yeah, that's what I wonder about mine too.
I would have never thought that I'd have a job where I work on a computer. When I was in high school, I never would have thought that I could make money from here, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I tell them we need to learn a trade. And once you've learned that trade, then you can take the money you made from learning that trade job and go study something else if you want. But you should learn a trade first. It's a basic skill to fall back on at all times.
Welcome to the stage.
What we talking about now? What we talking about tonight?
Technology.
He was talking about drones for an hour.
I droned on and on and on.
It morphed into automation.
Well, because Tibor asked me to kind of elaborate, and someone else did too,
Yeah.
I think. So
yeah,
I thought,
it was
why
great.
not?
It was a great thing to talk about.
Well, I got two of them. One of them's brand new, but I ain't even took it out yet.
And what was your purpose of purchasing a drone? Or maybe it was gifted to you. What's your thoughts on the use for it?
I'll find some use for it. Just take pictures and stuff.
Pictures? Okay, yep.
I'd like to go over to his place sometime and fly from over there.
Yeah.
And something else I'd like to do is fly from my place to his and back. I'm just worried about somebody doing something stupid.
I was wanting one about like you got there, Barry, but they didn't have them in stock. So I had to get close to the next best thing, I guess. You know.
If you do that, you fly it and it falls somewhere. Is there like a map that shows up or a GPS?
Yeah.
So you can find it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In the close proximity.
Okay.
It'd be very close where it's at. Wouldn't it, Barry?
There's also an option. Mine doesn't have it, but there's an option for it to go beep, beep, beep really loud, annoyingly.
Oh, like an
the
alarm.
Drone itself. The drone itself will beep incessantly, and you find it and you shut it off. Really like the 1980s alarm clock buzzers. It's great on your nerves till you shut it off.
Yeah.
It sounds just like them.
Yeah. Well, hello there, Diva. Hey, yeah, if I had me one like yours, I would have flown it to you. 30 minutes, that's pretty good, I can fly it in 30 minutes. Possibly.
I should have put the heater out there.
You have a what out there?
I should have
Heater?
put my heater. I should have put it in the back of the room because it's so freaking noisy. Go ahead. I
Oh, I can't hear
complain
it.
about stupid heater.
You have it on now?
No, it just kicked off. I got it
Okay.
so it cycles on its own.
Yeah, for like keeps the temp, whatever you set it at.
Yeah, it's warm in
Duncan,
here. The rest of the house is cold.
well, I'm
Duncan.
surprised you're in the little. Well, I saw the tour. I've been listening mostly for the whole live, but I didn't have anything cool to say about drones. And then I was waiting for my all clear in here. So,
Oh yeah.
Duncan, I had my phone for YouTube volume turned all the way down to hear someone talking to me, and then closed it and came back into it and was like, why can't I hear anything? I'm closing it, opening it, and closing. I'm like, oh yeah, I turned the volume all the way down.
Those cats. I just happened to look in there and they're playing with that little cat toy.
The one that was on your short.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
I
we're
was
having
trying
a
to
blast with that.
They wasn't playing with it. I was trying to get them to play with it when I was there, but they wouldn't play with it. They ain't like the one I got. The one I got, they would definitely attack it because they can't stand it.
Hey, Bobo.
You're
Right.
home.
Yeah, back in the States.
Yeah, that was fast.
Why the hell do you keep coming back to the United States? It sucks here, dude.
I
What
know.
the fuck's wrong with you? I mean,
You gotta go when you gotta go
sorry.
back to the
Yeah, I
vacation.
will.
No curse words on Sunday. What's wrong with me?
I'll be right
Yeah,
back. I got
back
to
Duncan.
a couple years from
All right.
now. Go there, stay there for a couple years.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I liked all your ideas for the changes to the property that you want to add, as far as when it's the permanent place. It was
Yeah,
enjoyable to hear your thought process on that. It was good.
yeah. I got some shade netting, of course, maybe even a roof
Yeah.
of some kind to keep because it rains once a day there most days.
Okay.
And then the plants, I want to use those for privacy because I'm one of the few white guys in that city, and they just home in on me. You know, yeah. That you saw the video about that fella wanting to cut my trees,
Yes. So come
and
back tomorrow.
that was the second time he came and approached me, and that was
Oh,
the first and only time inside of our complex that anyone has bothered me ever. That was the first time.
I have
The
to
and that.
first time was when I yeah. What's
I
that?
just real quick. I got to ask: are you playing in water with your feet?
Oh, do you hear
No,
water?
It sounds like someone splashing water with their feet. I just had to ask.
it's a rock tumbler.
Rock
Rock
tumbler.
tumbler.
Okay.
Okay.
Mixing up some fertilizer. Yeah.
Okay.
I like
Oh,
But
the plant fencing that you're talking about to
mhm.
have privacy. I think that's great because it's not more cement and
Yeah.
iron and steel. It's going to really
Mhm.
add to the space if you
Yeah.
can get something to grow and stay alive there.
Yeah. Well, once I live there, I'll be able to maintain the plants.
Take
But
care of it. Yep.
yeah, all those lipstick plants in that one little planter box thing, they all got dried up, and then
Yes.
snails ate them,
Yes.
and all gone, man. All those gone. Yeah.
Oh, and I agree that tree is kind of concerning. That one that you showed, the big one. What was
Mm-hmm.
it called?
It's just a type of a palm.
Palm. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll get them all cut out, all of them. Take them out. You know, I don't like trees by the house here or over there. I don't
No,
like
it's not
trees next to
good.
the house. No.
Right. We all know where that ends.
Yeah, we
What?
do. Yeah, we've all seen it. Yeah, we're
Yes.
all, uh-huh. Especially you and I who live up here in the north. We've seen it.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
A branch come right through the roof of a
Yeah,
house.
it does.
The heck with that. So,
There's a gal that just put a new roof on, and we were like, "You're gonna trim those oak trees right there with your new roof?" And she goes, "Oh, I suppose I should do that." Yeah.
please
Yeah.
do. Yeah, you'll regret it if you don't.
Right. Katie's B. Katie's been yarn Phil. How do you say that channel name?
Katie's been yarnified.
Oh,
Been
Yarnified. Okay.
yarnified. Okay.
Hello. I don't think I've seen you before.
Yeah, Mrs. warned me about gardening. Don't garden out in the front. You'll attract too much attention. Go in the back. You know,
Mm-hmm.
20 years ago when we first met. Yeah, she said, "No, you need to go. You need to go in the back. You'll attract too much attention, and not from the good people. You know, the folks who want to try to take advantage of you."
Yeah. I'm just looking at chat to see if I missed anything.
I don't know. What were you guys talking about when I came in? Anything good?
Barry.
Let me drones. We were talking about drones
Oh.
mainly.
Mm-hmm.
And my floor, and my, I'm called this for in the bunker officially, the bunker of Catlandia. So I'm in a new place here, Bob. I don't know if you
Oh
know.
yeah, I recall you're going to move down the hill just a bit.
Yeah, I can't move any more than this is the last house on the property that, like the last place that's worth renting. I've got the Shangri-La of the landlord's stock of homes.
Okay,
So
good enough.
he doesn't like it either, but oh well. Not my problem. I'm not the
Mhm.
one that let a place go to hell.
That's a fact. That's the landlord's responsibility, not yours. Yours is just to pay for it and be done.
He tried to double my rent. He's like, I'm gonna charge you $400. You know what I wrote the check for? 300,
Well,
because
yeah.
that's all he was charging the last people that lived here. I'm not paying more. You're crazy.
I
Smoking dope.
remember. I remember you got that fella.
Yeah, I wrote him
Uh,
a check because, huh?
you got that fella on video once when he's checking to see if you're home for his rent or whatever he wanted, threw a bunch of his own garbage onto his own property and drove away. I was like,
Yeah,
classy guy.
yeah. Oh, he's boy putting on the Ritz and everything. Yeah, he's classy.
Mhm.
Classic asshole. I mean, should wash my own mouth out with soap. I'm not all moved in,
What are you gonna?
Angel. I wish I was, but my body's just saying, dude, you're right on the edge of an ER, so just stop. So,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you been up to
yeah,
anything
past
good,
couple. Huh?
Shawnee? Shawnee, you been up to anything good?
Oh, we finally have rain. So the earth was able to get enough moisture for me to dig in it without it being
Mm-hmm.
rock hard and dusty. So we actually spent yesterday before a birthday party. We had a garlic planting party.
All right.
And then I got some lilies put in my butterfly garden. They came from here. I'm trying to clear out this property because we're doing the steps to go buy something. This is a
Yeah.
rental. Yeah. So we went to the bank and we're looking at a home and we have a lawyer involved because we're not using a realtor. But there's a situation. We're trying to get in talk with the title company, and I can't talk too much about it, but
Okay.
maybe by February we'll have an answer.
Yeah, it's got to go through the title search.
Yeah, they the person selling it owes
I've been through that before.
money to like 4 organizations.
Yeah.
So things have to get done specifically because I don't want that following the house title.
Oh, you don't want any liens on it. Yeah.
No, right.
Uh-huh.
So, but it's got a really good yard and it's a good size house, one level. There is a basement. That's a
Really?
Minnesota thing, but I don't want upstairs, so everything's on one level and it has an attached garage for my husband and a driveway, which we don't have a driveway right now at all. So I'm getting ready to think about what we're gonna do next year at the offsite garden, what kind of plants I want to pick up on sale, what kind of seeds I need to order. I'm thinking about that already.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got a whole like 2 or 3 pound bag of white clover seeds sitting right over there,
Yeah.
and I don't know if any of you guys talked to Peter. He's an Australian guy. He's a settler in Australia, and he recommended it. Smuggle in some of those white clover seeds, and I said, I don't know, dude. That word smuggle, that ain't a good thing.
It's a little off-putting, yeah.
Because that could get me prisoned or blacklisted and deported, etc. Yeah.
He wanted you to bring him to the retirement home place?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Which, and if I was just moving across country, it'd be no problem. But that's a completely different species of plant, I think. So I don't want to take.
I had a woman that wanted to smuggle me into Mexico. I said, "Are you crazy?"
Really? So
Yeah,
how was
literally.
Mexico?
I did not go, obviously.
Mm.
It was not worth the trouble. No, it wasn't worth the trouble. I knew that was not going to end well.
Yeah, it sounds like it. If it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true.
Oh, it's hard to say no. Believe me.
Mm-hmm. I'm a man. I understand. Well, I got about a 2 or 3 pound rock tumbler thing for mixing up fertilizer while I'm just chilling out. I was running that while I first came on.
Cool.
That's about the only new thing I got, other than trying to get readjusted to this time zone again.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they had to spring that nonsense on us again.
Oh boy, I know.
Just leave the time alone.
I know. Arizona doesn't even do this at all. They said, no way, we're not touching it. So I think that came up when we were early days, when we were all agriculture. And it's past that point now.
Yeah, Katie, it's in business inquiries, I think, is where YouTube puts our email address. Isn't that what it is? Business inquiries or something like that? It's in our about section. Let me see if I can bring that up.
Well, I've thought about doing that, Barry, but I haven't taken the plunge yet,
I haven't put an email on my channel.
No, that's the thing is that I don't really want to make email or YouTube as a business. I don't really want to do that.
Yeah,
Just
well,
keep it as a hobby.
that's actually how people contacted me to share their, to do a review on that one radio.
Products, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I didn't even have 500 subscribers then. I had 200. So I don't know. I think they were pretty desperate as a new company to push the radio. And there it is. I still have it. Still works. So just
enough.
another product. Free radio for reviews.
Yeah, KP, heathen. It is just keep it as a hobby for me anyway. I don't want to meet anybody else's deadlines, that kind of stuff. It's just not what I want to do.
Yeah. Well, sometimes StreamYard does exactly what I want it to. Other times it's like, nah, not today.
Ugh.
Maybe if I open it in a new window, move tab to window. Okay, see if that works. Okay. So just real quick, you go right here where it says more, and
Mm-hmm.
it's in your channel description. So for those of don't know where it's been moved to, that's where it's been moved to. You click on more, and then it shows everything I'm into. You can buy me coffee or
More.
and right here it says view email address. You click on that. Usually you have to do a CAPTCHA, but because it's my own channel, I don't have to fill that out. But
Uh-huh.
there's some reason they hide it. I don't know. But yes, they do, Kitty. Don't tell me no. Oh, here we go.
Well, cat's all adjusted to the new place.
No, I've still got two outdoor cats up on top of the hill. I can't get them to stay here, and they got their hearts set on living up there. And I'm like, no, I'm not climbing that hill every day to feed you. And then Darkpaw still isn't 100% sure, and he's been hiding quite a bit. Seems like when nighttime gets here, he comes out. The babies don't care. It took them like a day to adjust.
Oh, okay.
They're still young, so they're just like, oh, new territory. Okay. To them, it's no big deal. Paint, took Paint like a day and a half for her to adjust, and she's fine with it now.
They'll eventually draw the rest of them back down there. I mean, they'll go back and forwards up there all the time. So
yeah, they know where you're at.
Going down there, then going back up. They'll be all right.
Yeah, I agree with that. They know where you're at, especially if you put a food out there for them. They'll come.
Once they figure out that they can go back and forwards whenever they want, then they'll straighten out. That's all right, Kitty.
Oh, I went to my normal coffee shop today, and there's one guy. He's quite eccentric character there. Eccentric is a nice word for crazy. Is that a nice word?
I've never been called that. I don't know. I've been called crazy, but
I've been called that more than once. But this fella, last time I saw him, he's working on a special project out at the shipyards, up because he's a computer genius. You see, he's a genius. Yeah. And he says that he helped out some fishing some boat from overseas so fast and so well that some fella on the ship gave him a house in the Marshall Islands. He showed me a picture. He gave me his house in the Marshall Islands. Wow, really? Yeah. And those are out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, for God's sakes, man. I mean, there's nothing out there. I think that's where Guadalcanal is at, or someplace like that. I was sitting there. It was the three of us older guys that were regulars in there, and he was talking to the other older guy who was glad to see me show up, someone who's sane, or relatively anyway. But
it's butt in my face.
The fella says something like, "Oh, he said, where you been, Bob?" I said, "I've been overseas," and he goes, "Well, they won't give me a passport." And I just went, "Really? Let's hear it." Let's hear it. Oh, I filled out all the paperwork 2 times and I called this number and no one will answer the phone and they won't give me a passport. Oh, really? Oh, just go down to the postal service. On a Wednesday, they have an employee there who is very thoroughly trained on passports. See her and you'll, it's the government is stopping me. I was like, oh God, dude, please. Yeah, okay. Smoke a little more meth. It's okay. You'll be all right. Yeah, it's okay. Take your pills, glass of warm milk, lie down for a while. I just love it when they go, it's a government doing it. The government's incompetent. I mean, honestly. But he said there's secret agents that follow him around, and oh Lord have mercy. I just sit there and smile, like, yeah, don't go crazy here. Wait till I leave, okay? Yeah.
You can't. I'm gonna move my hand up here.
The guy seems relatively harmless, but definitely delusional. You know.
What you doing, Barry?
He might have a cat's butt in his face too.
He might be checking on a cat situation.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, it's a tempting thought to bring a bunch of that white clover seeds over there, but man, they're so thorough with checking luggage now. They're so thorough.
Yeah, you got flagged for a lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine what seeds would do.
I know.
You know?
You can imagine. Yeah. Yeah, that was from island to island, you know, and they found a lighter in there. It's like, well, what am I supposed to do with it? I can't put it in my carry-on. You know, you got to hand it over. You can't put any aerosol cans, no lighters. And then I had also ordered on Amazon here and brought with me a recharger. It's a solar recharger. You know, those things are about
Oh,
so
yeah.
big.
Yep.
SeaTac took that. Yeah. Because it's got lithium ion batteries in it.
Oh, the
So
battery
yeah.
is the problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure they would see some seeds. And Peter told me, well, just put about 200 of them or so in there. I was like, no, I'm not taking a chance. Locked up abroad, Bob,
Yeah.
942. Yeah,
Right.
that'd be wonderful, wouldn't it?
How's everything looking back at home base in the neighborhood and in your home? Everything's hunky dory?
Yeah, actually, things worked out real well. The narcissist, she's married. Byung is a narcissist, and she's married to Gary. They both live in England. And they took his son and his son's girlfriend with them to the Philippines this time, which was her. You should see the pictures she takes. She's the shining star
Oh,
on
okay.
it because she organizes all of this stuff.
Yeah.
The wife kept the two of us separate. They didn't stay in our house. I don't think they'll stay in our house again because you know, bound to be something happen. You know, but so. Yeah, that's the best thing. Just keep the two of us separated because I'm not going to be bullied by somebody. I won't do it. You know, if I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. No matter how many times you try to sweet talk me. Come on, Bob. I'm the master controller. You know, I've got to make sure. Yeah.
Here you go.
Well, that worked out real well for us to keep it separate.
Leave me alone.
Are you going to stay there in Minnesota, Shawnee? Or
Yes.
okay.
No, yep.
Okay.
Yep. I don't have any desire to leave Minnesota at all.
Florida
it here.
doesn't look appealing to you at all, or Arizona, or someplace warm.
Not at all. Nope. Because when it gets 80 here, I'm dying. So
Oh,
I
okay.
don't need anything above that.
You must be that Scandinavian blood or
You don't
something.
know.
Well, and it's
You don't
like,
know.
okay, what, Randall?
You don't know whether you don't want to leave or not. You ain't been nowhere else.
Oh, I've traveled in a car to states because that's my comfort zone. But we've talked about different parts of Minnesota, because obviously it's a big state, but your grow zone changes. And I don't really want to mess with my grow zone, like your planting window. And for my husband's expertise, there are other places in the state we could go, but he doesn't want to do rail for feed mill, so we're good here. You know, and I understand the laws for homeschooling in Minnesota. That's another thing I would have to look into if we were to do out of state, is the homeschooling laws. Yeah, we've spent $80,000 renting this place.
God.
If you add it up. And this is just this place. We've rented many other places in our time together. So I could have bought the house, you know what I'm saying? With that much money. We have to get out of renting is the plan here.
Yeah. It took us quite a few years. Maybe we waited too long, but you know, I had the ex-wife who would pop into my life trying to sue me out of my house and home every few years, and we dealt with that for a long time. I think she'll leave us alone now. Maybe.
She's still alive.
I don't know. I don't care. Honestly, she's one of the few people on this planet I have nothing. She doesn't exist.
Katie, I'm not gonna say where in Minnesota, but if you were here for 11 years, what made you move out 4 years ago, if you don't mind me asking? Because there's people that have came here to go to college, but then they met their husband or wife, and then they end up getting stuck here because the spouse doesn't want to leave Minnesota. I hear those stories a lot. And some people come here just to do a job for a year, like rebuilding a blue store or an orange store, for example, and then they go back.
I like that. A blue store or an orange one.
That's how we talk about them with my kids.
Yeah.
Was it Walmart or something?
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
It's just we just do colors
The
with
Home
them.
Depot,
Yeah.
yeah.
Once they're getting older,
okay.
they get the name, but yeah.
Okay.
I did
Johnny-
Diva's pickle recipe today. I started a jar of Diva's sour pickles. So she was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. We'll see. I think 3 weeks is when I'm gonna check them.
Get your butt out my
Just
face.
about got a butt in the face
Hey.
there. That was rude.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to go in there and get the cat gun. It looks to me like I'm just going to have to do it.
You must have said cap. You said cap or cat?
Cat gun. Look, he stops because you know what I'm talking about.
That's the narcissist.
Okay.
I got a squirt gun. I named it the cat gun.
Okay. Oh, it's a squirt gun? Did you say dart gun?
No, it's a real one.
What did you say?
It's called a Mossberg.
Squirt gun.
Oh.
Yeah, you better lay right there. Because I guess since you showed me your butt up my nose.
Why does Barry sound funny?
I don't know. He always sounds funny.
Well, more than normal.
Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
This
Maybe
was the narcissist.
Maybe he's got a cat butt up his nose.
See how she's grabbing my phone right there?
Is that what that motion is?
Yeah, she's trying to grab my phone. This is not for YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Oh. So she watches your channel.
Yeah, apparently.
They're all subscribed. Yeah.
Knows that there's.
Yeah.
I wondered how they felt about you filming. Like when you did your arrival, you were filming, and
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, they're all subscribed, but no one leaves any comments. No.
My family doesn't know that I have a YouTube channel, and I'm going to keep it that way probably for
They
a while.
will know.
They don't know
find out
right
who
now.
they are, I'll tell them.
Randall, you just hush.
I will.
I
But I wanna
moved
make
back
you
to
famous.
St. Louis, Missouri to be closer
I
to
wanna
my
make you famous.
parents. That's a wonderful answer, as they are getting older and my brother and sister are both out of state as well. I wasn't
Yeah, I did
unhappy there.
that.
No, I understand that purpose 100%. Mm,
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Don't
Take
you
care
want
of
to
my
be
mom.
famous?
Yeah, Katie's pretty cool. So just so you all know, Katie's pretty cool.
I'll be right
good
back.
to know.
She's my internet roomie.
Alrighty then.
And says my in-laws had a look, didn't understand a word, and left.
Johnny, you don't want to disclose your location because you don't want none of us coming visiting or want to.
I just don't want to start puking out information and then forget where the line is.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know, like I try to watch what
You
I'm
know.
wearing because I have clothes that say local things on them and I have to
Yeah.
not wear them online. I almost need a whole new wardrobe just for YouTube.
Yeah, here I was going to rent an RV and come up that way.
Well, that's
Bring Barry and
okay. That's okay. I just don't
I was
need
going to bring.
everyone knowing where I
I was
am.
going to bring Barry and his cats. We're going to bring my cat.
My daughter would like that.
We just
Yeah.
like be out in your field there,
Yeah.
sing Kumbaya and
Oh, yes, Diva. I totally was thinking about that because I can wear that online.
There
That
you
would be like
go.
my online uniform. You know what I mean?
I like the way you think,
you wanna
Diva.
be diva. You gotta have your own stuff, your own personalized
I'll
stuff.
I'll wear Diva shirt for sure.
You can get your own personalized shirt online. You can just order it and have it
Yeah,
made.
it was gonna say I garden really hard or I garden so hard or something is what we joked about one night.
Well,
I
you
need to
can
figure out a fun thing to put on a shirt.
have your YouTube name on there, Johnny Snows.
Gross.
Diva, why are you not up here? You know you
It
don't
is
need an
my uniform.
invitation.
Yeah.
We're
Like
afraid
Diva,
we don't want to
invitation is
be.
forever.
You can't be an individual.
Katie, yeah, I am at the point where I don't want my kids even really in the videos because I've had stuff on YouTube before and took it down because I could do like cooking, meal prep stuff. I could do homeschooling stuff. I could do like ways to teach your kids in nature stuff, but I don't want them on the internet per
I
se.
don't blame you. I don't
I
blame
just
Buy
you.
you
deleted all
sugar.
that.
Hi.
So like if I'm on a video for my channel I have now and it's like me doing a voiceover, it's because you could hear my kids the whole time and I don't want them in the video.
I do not blame you, lady. I do not blame you a bit. Boy, have I run into some real winners online. Some real winners.
YouTube has the old Amish rule, kids should be seen and not heard.
Mhm.
Bayou Sugar Garden, how is your weather? And Diva, I wondered if you talked to your mom tonight. I think about that,
Cats. Who gave you permission to lay there?
Oh, look at that. We kept her. I feel bad about that. Oh, you need to call your mama.
And he just decided he just plopped right down there and intrude into my privacy space. Get up here, Kelly. Root him out. We'll get up here.
Call your mama and you tell her I said hello,
Get up here.
sweet lady.
Get up here. Look. Get right here.
Diva's a hard-working woman.
Why, Cat? I wasn't talking about you.
Johnny is too. I
Sure.
can tell.
I don't know.
I can tell.
Are you gonna?
We're on his voice through the roof now.
I got my surgery done in Thailand recently, Barry. Are you gonna call me a woman now, or how's that gonna happen? What's gonna go on with that?
I learned not to assume people's gender.
Ann's
Oh
place,
my
I
God.
get it.
Yeah.
They're 41, but they refuse, so you gotta respect it. I
Uh,
agree.
Yeah.
Okay, Bayou Sugar Garden. It's nice weather
your
here in
butt
the
over in
desert.
there.
Perfect temps, low
Oh,
90s. Low 90s? Ugh.
Wow. You see where I'm at right now, temperature.
Right, like we all have our own line of what is hardworking.
64 degrees with 77% humidity.
Oh, I should talk about what do we got here.
Anyway,
Well, I was in. Well, the whole family went to Palawan. I've got urinary incontinence after the cancer,
Really?
so they all went out on the boats and all that stuff, which I've done
Really?
before. I have no interest in repeating it. It's just like blah blah blah. So I stayed in Cebu City by myself and palled up with a Canadian fella. He and I ran around Cebu a little bit here and there, ate together a few times. Yeah, I'm glad I ran into him. This was his first time overseas, and he was seeing some gal at another far off distant island, and I hope he didn't fall for it. But some woman over there was telling him that, yeah, you can own property and build a house here and have a business. And I said, who told you that? He goes, well, that lady I just came, was over at another island. And I said, dude, she's scamming you.
Yeah.
No, she wouldn't do, because only Philippine citizens can own land over there. If you're married to one, you can go through the courts and get it joined, but that's it. That's where my house is at. And I said, dude, she's trying to scam you. I hope you didn't give her any money. And he said, no, 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 no. I said, look, dude, look here, look right here. I'm an American. You're a Canadian. This is your first time here. I've been coming here for 20 years. I've seen this happen before. All right. Don't trust her.
Right.
Well, the mayor of that island says that I can own land. I said, no, dude, no, you can't. You can't. No, it's on that island only, that one and island only island. And I said, no, I hope he didn't give her money because his money's gone.
Yeah, right.
But we palled around a little bit. He's a pretty good guy. He's the same age as me, Canadian, but I'm much better looking than he is, of course.
Okay.
He didn't think so too, did he?
Well, I don't know. I hope not. I ain't into that shit.
with your sex change and all.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did. Well, this was pre-op, Barry. This was pre-op. I just had the sex change done yesterday. I'm going to go through my wardrobe and get rid of all my Tucket swimwears. I don't need it anymore. So.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you another quick story about this. I'll probably make a video about this tomorrow or something. But I had a circumstance early in the morning. I was by myself, and they look for people who are by themselves. They look for that, and this young lady ran up behind me and grabbed my hand, and I thank God the wife's a black belt, and we trained on this maneuver 10,000 times. If you go like this, that throws somebody's hand right off your wrist or your hand. You ask the question, why? Why? I did it instinctively, and she also trained to throw the hand off and grab it. So I just gotcha. You don't have me now. I got you. And anyway, I probably should put it out on a video, but I got out of that situation by paying her 200 pesos to leave me alone. Sometimes you have to pay,
Wow.
you have to pay, you have to pay, you have to, and okay, I'm coming to the Canadian guy, and he and I were standing outside of our hotel smoking with a British woman, and here she comes. She found me, and here she comes again. And I started speaking to her in Visaya,
Okay.
and these other two couldn't understand what we were talking about. And I reached my pocket and I took out 200 more pesos and I handed it to her. Get lost. That's what it is. It's like $2.
Okay.
Get out, get lost. It's better just to get lost. And
Wow.
here's a
Katie's
Canadian guy
been
going, "Well, I heard you're not supposed to give anybody any money ever. Don't do that. It just promotes that kind of bad behavior." And I said, "Dude, get rid of what you learned in Canada. You are in Southeast Asia right now. Trust me,
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I've had to do this before. You know." And how much did you give her? 200 pesos. That's like $2. I said, "That's just called getaway money. Go, leave." And I told him another trick. I said, "Pull out 2 cigarettes and hand them to them sometimes. Then
Oh,
they'll leave you alone." That's usually the international bargain right there. 2 cigarettes. Go. Beat it.
okay.
That's just Asia, dude. That's just the way it is. You got to pay to make them go away. But I'm
Radio
glad
Jonesy.
the wife
Going
told
on,
me,
Jonesy?
taught me that. Flip your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she could see the look on her face when she thought she had me, and she was smiling at me when she grabbed my hand, like, flipped your hand off, and now I got you.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Surprise! I'm old, but I'm quick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. But at least I hope that those foreigners learned a little something.
They think they know so much, but they don't know nothing, do they?
No, sir, they don't. No.
Little foreigners
in for some lovins.
come across
Love
there
you.
and get that good.
Wow. What?
Right. Who stepped in the dog poop? I can smell it.
Well, I better
You're
go.
not in your room.
Johnny probably did. She probably stepped in.
I knew it. She looks like that criminal type, a sinister criminal type. Yeah.
But Johnny,
You doing?
she's too secretive for my liking. I mean, it's like secret agent crap and all
So
that.
I think so. Friggin' federal agent, aren't you, Johnny?
She's hiding something. She is a Googler, but she is a Googler, by the way. So, Shawnee, I don't think you understand the concept of secret identities. See, we call you the Googler, and everybody knows who you are. They see your face. You gotta have some kind of disguise over your face.
I hear you.
But I don't know how you're going to pull that one off. We already know who you are. So you'll have to cancel your YouTube channel, erase everything off of it, cancel it, start over again.
Oh, I'll write a list, Randall.
As the Googler, and do not
Okay.
never show your face on
Okay.
live. It's always an act. Always. That way you can be the Googler. And
Well, I'm
the
not
good
interested in
grows.
multiple
You can
channels right
You
now.
can call it the Googler Grows.
Googler grows.
The Googler Grows.
Yeah, see, that name even
Pretty
sounds
good,
a little
actually.
sinister. That name sounds a little sinister as well.
Yeah, it's pretty good though.
Yeah.
The Googler Grows.
You go and smash everybody tomatoes in their garden, and then
Oh, she's
you
already
leave a
going
sign
next
behind
door.
that says the Googler. Yeah.
She's already going to next door neighbors and mashing their pumpkins and stuff.
You little
She had a
criminal.
video about
How
it.
dare you?
She even done a
Criminal.
video about it.
Randall.
She had a bunch of pumpkins on somebody's step. and they were all mashed up and broke and everything. She's there talking about it.
There might have been a rubber
Hello,
hammer
everyone
involved.
from
Radio Jones.
Tasmania.
Hey, Jones,
So I don't know what to tell Bob. I don't know. I'm just confused. I don't know.
I'm just
Hey.
playing. So.
Hey, is it cold there still?
No, beautiful weather.
Beautiful.
Springtime.
Okay.
Yeah. Sun shining. It's a public holiday. Monday here today.
A holiday, you
For
say?
half of the island.
For
Yeah, it's
half?
8-hour day. Yeah. The top half of the island gets today off, which is it's Monday. And tomorrow the bottom half of the island gets off, and it's the Melbourne Cup horse racing carnival. Like it's
Okay.
it's the biggest horse race in the world, bigger than the Kentucky Derby. So it's that's on tomorrow. But they have tomorrow off because they got more sway than we have.
Oh. What kind of snacks do we have for the horse racing carnival shindig?
For the house, there's no. We've just cleaned out our pantry. Honestly, I've been storing rice and beans and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And we've just threw out a whole heap of food that's way, way, way out of date.
Yeah.
But snacks wise, yeah, not all I'm eating at the moment is meat,
Yeah.
beef, and it's working for me. So I'm just
Yeah,
going
you're
with
doing
that.
the carnivore thing.
I don't like to say carnivore. I just say I like to eat a good
Ooh.
steak.
And then eggs. You eat eggs, I think you said.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. It's working, but the weight's coming off me every day. I'm losing a few pounds, and it's just a slow, gradual thing. And man, I'm running with it. If it's working, I'm going to go
Yeah,
with it.
I hear you. Right?
Good night, Ann.
And I'm not exercising. That's the main thing.
I know. You were saying you haven't even done the walking portion of the.
I haven't
Of
started
the
nothing yet. No.
Right. Right. I like
Yeah.
that you're doing it in stages. Like we need to handle the food first, and then we can
Yeah.
add. Yep.
No point eating everything you want to eat and try to run a marathon every night. It just doesn't work.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, how's everyone going over there on the other side of the planet?
We have rain here in Minnesota finally, so it feels really good because we haven't had rain. I feel like in 2 months.
I'm checking my full forecast here.
I seen on the on YouTube a few channels I watch. They got good rain in Arkansas and good rain in Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma had tornadoes.
Oh wow!
Texas had some rain. It's gonna rain tomorrow too. It's like the system is going so slow across. It's just dumping on people. But it was in the drought area, so it was rainfall that was needed.
They're having tornadoes in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's a good Lord telling people you shouldn't live there.
It could be.
Mhm.
Always wonder why people choose to live. I know you can't choose to live in certain areas. That's where you are for
Mhm.
whatever reason. But I grew up in the country, and I decided to live near the ocean. So I got out of the country as soon as I could. I went straight to the water.
Maybe
That,
are you under a water sign or?
I'm on my birthday's on the borderline of Aries and Taurus. So I'm right on that, depending on which
Fire.
one you look at.
Mhm.
April
Well, Aries
20.
is fire. If you follow any of that, I don't really put a whole lot of stock in it, but I do have some of the characteristics that they say. Well, the Rams are stubborn. Yeah, I'm stubborn. I'll admit it. I'm definitely stubborn.
I tell you what, today we've been hand sanding the floors in our house.
Hand
Because-
sanding?
Yeah,
Oh.
with a couple of different ones, but It's just too hot. They were too heavy to get up the stairs to the house, so we just decided to do it with little hand sanders.
Yeah, that machine is heavy. Yeah. So you're on your hands
It's
and
coming
knees
up.
doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
That's it.
goodness.
I got
You
aches
can
and
build,
pains all over the body.
Yeah, you're gonna not be able to move tomorrow.
or you're gonna build some big biceps, you know.
Oh well, it's and Mrs. Radio loves having a crack as well. So she's in there. She's in there. Get out of the room. I'll take the top layer of the varnish off, and you come in and get
Oh,
the lumpies.
That's all right.
yeah.
It's all right, right there. It's okay.
Team effort.
Oh yeah. How's the audio? Is the audio working if I'm back here?
I can
Sounds
still
good.
hear you when you're back here. When you're up close, it is a deeper sound, but we can still catch what you're saying when you sit back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All good. Yeah. But,
Yeah, I'm just working on projects to not go crazy for the winter, and the winter hasn't started yet. We're still in fall, and I just have a really hard time with seasonal change when you can't grow stuff. So we're just working on
Yeah.
projects
I
in the
agree.
house and lots of kitchen things of cooking and indoor growing station set up. So the lights are in my room to help my mood. That's what I've been
Does it
working
work?
on.
I mean, you must be in a dark mood because you're awful black back there behind you.
This isn't my
Mhm.
bedroom.
You just know,
Mhm.
dark.
Well, you don't need to see my whole living room.
Yeah. Well, you
That-
you
that's
kind
your
of do
move.
that or what?
That's your mood right now.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, Shawnee, you
My
should have grabbed
my
your,
room's
your
my
swim.
room's
Shawnee, you should have grabbed your swimsuit and go to the Philippines with me. So
I don't do hot and I don't do water and I don't do swimsuits. So I need I'm a fairy in the forest. I need trees.
Oh,
She's a
oh,
That's what I like.
okay.
She's a fairy. A fairy.
Hi, Mike.
Have a
Have
good
a
night,
good night,
Angel. Thank you for
Angel.
coming in.
So, Mike, your snow melted, I think you said the next day. My snow didn't even stick to the ground. It just flaked from the sky and then melted. The ground was too warm.
That's only round one, Shawnee. You know it.
Were you wearing knee
Mhm.
pads then for the project?
Well, I would.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Oh, Lord, there's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm
Yeah, it's somewhere, but I'm not
You can
touching it.
even put foam mats down and have it follow you too to lean on something besides the floor.
That's what it is.
lean on me. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, it's working, and we got a quote from a local company that said that it was $5,000 to sand every room that we wanted done and
Yep.
varnished. So we spent about $200 in equipment and paper and the polyurethane. It's coming up nice. Yeah, so I'm glad we did it.
Good deal. Good
Yeah,
deal.
if you're willing to put in the time and the work, then obviously
Yeah.
that price
Yeah.
difference, is worth just doing it yourself.
Yeah, that's a lot of coin to sort of give away when you can sort of just do it yourself at a
Yeah.
gradual pace.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you don't need it done in a day.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
And it does stink too, the polyurethane. Oh, man.
Yes. Right.
Oh,
Well, and the
God.
dust from the grinding stuff up is everywhere now too.
Yeah, well, we're sort of on top of that with vacuuming. We got a couple of
Yep.
handheld mix but yeah, it's you could put your hand over anything and look at the
There's
dust.
something, yeah.
No, yeah. Just try and contain it. No, it's just not going to work. Yeah.
Yeah, get some places you never thought it could get. I'll just
Mhm.
leave it at that.
Like sand at the beach.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sand at the beach and syphilis does the same thing.
Oh my God.
I'll pass on that one.
He had throw that syphilis in there. Huh? That's all right.
Syphilis. Syphilis, my only constant companion.
Radio Jonesy, what inspired you to do the retirement series that you've been doing?
Just I didn't want to do the talk on my other channels. Like I've got one channel monetized, which I I've got a music channel, which is we won't. I've got a music channel, so I
Yeah.
started bringing the music over to this channel, so I
First
could
of
get
all,
money.
you can promote whatever you want to on here as long as it's not, illegal. Get us all thrown in,
Yeah.
some Australian prison.
No, mate, no, it's all good. I'm on a prison island, the Tasmania. That was a colony for the prisoners of the British when they first come over.
Yeah,
So that's another story. But
The
I
palms.
remember my history somewhat. Go ahead.
yeah, no. Well, anyway, I started messing up my monetized channel, and then I did a video which was a bit of a test. And I thought if I get as many views of doing the old videos that what I used to do to the music that I've been uploading, well, I'm just going to go back to showing the local areas and videoing me doing stuff. And so I've just changed it. And then I thought, well, if I'm going to talk, I might as well just start a whole new channel. And the first video, 5 things we regret when we retire, that was my very first video to a brand new channel with only like a handful of subscribers, and it got 1,300 views. Like, and it's
Yeah.
still climbing. It's still climbing.
It's a good topic. Yeah.
Good title.
Yeah. Well, I asked a few of my mates and just talking to them that have retired. I'm probably the youngest one of my bunch of friends, and yeah, they were just telling me, oh, they wish they did this better and they wish they'd done that better. So I just thought I'd talk about that, and then I put it in the system, and there was a ton of them videos that have got like some of them have got 1 million views by very professional channels. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to be me, talk a bit of me stuff, and just do a channel like that because it's relaxing, and I can just sit on that lounge, put the camera up, and just talk a bit of me, and then do a quick edit, and it's done.
Right. There isn't a really long edit process. You kind
No.
of already knew what you wanted to talk about. I
Yeah.
love
Feel
it.
comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah, and it's for me. It's really for me, for my grandkids and stuff to look at in years to come. It's just one of those things. I've just decided to like. I got way too many channels, but I'm focusing on 3 of them at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all fun. Like I like to keep active and busy, and I think if you keep your mind rolling along, yeah, life can be good. So
Yeah. There's proven, you need to keep learning no matter how old you are. You need to keep trying to do anything to keep the brain going.
oh yeah, and you see all the stuff too. Like you can see in your own life how you start to, you want to remember something, and you just can't. It just doesn't come back into the memory, and then maybe 2 days later, it's there. So I've got to start to play a few mind games and just exercise myself a bit better because I just don't want to fall backwards in retirement. I want to have a fit and healthy retirement and
Yeah, I
a bit of
agree.
travel and keep active and garden and do all sorts of weird stuff. I never used to garden, never, and now I planted all lavender down the side of the house yesterday, and the bees have just found it straight away.
Yeah.
And we got a couple of palm trees over here and a few other things we've been doing in the yard.
Love it.
But I would never have done it. Like, and if I grow vegetables, the sad thing is I got to make Fort Knox in my yard because at night all the wildlife comes in and cleans me out. They'll eat
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah. So I need to build a good fenced-in rabbit. If you think sort of rabbit deer proof, that's what I'd need to keep the wallabies out.
Let's do electric poultry netting with a solar energizer. And that'll keep
Sounds-
it.
you speak English instead of pig Latin?
It'll educate them in a hurry.
Speaking Shaw,
They'll
she's
stay
speaking
out.
Shawneese.
Yeah.
Shawneese.
Chinese. You speaking
Chinese.
Chinese?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I just crossed, Jonesy. I went to Thailand recently and became a woman. So
Oh my God.
Yeah, you look at
that's what I've done in my retirement.
that 5-day growth's looking really attractive.
That's,
Yeah.
I'm sure the femboys enjoy that.
Barry,
Hmm?
Barry, I have a whole bunch of Tuck-It swimwear. I'll give it to you for free. You want it?
Yeah, no.
No? Okay. You guys are no fun. You're
Yeah,
not
well,
coming to my birthday party ever again.
I don't want your cake anyway, Bob.
well, you won't tell nobody where to send it to, so how they gonna give it to you?
I don't know.
Ooh, what's that? Are those seeds?
Yeah, pepper seeds.
Yeah.
From a store bought.
Mhm.
And I just chucked them in a glass, put them on the window here, and they're drying out, ready to be whacked into the pots and in the green. I got a little greenhouse at the side of the house, which
Okay.
protects them. Yeah, they haven't worked out how to get into the greenhouse yet.
That's stressful when you have wildlife eating your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first year here, I was really angry. I wanted to shoot them all. I wanted to get the slingshot out.
You wanted to deal with it.
Yeah.
The second year, I videoed them, and people said, "Oh, aren't they cute and furry and lovely?" And then,
Now you can't hurt them.
yeah, now I just I'm going to try. My yard's on a bit of a slope, so I'm going to try to put a fence from fence to fence because they come in via the top of the yard at the moment. They used to walk in through the side of the house, and I put 2 gates up at the front, and that stopped them coming in. I thought, "You beauty, I fixed it." Then they come in from the back of the house, and then I've got a whole heap of grass up there, which they can feast on it if they want. But they like to come down to this lower section where I've got a bit of a lawn.
Stop,
I'm
kitty.
told they like to eat small blades of grass. They don't like long blades of grass or something
Oh,
sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Very.
the short, fresh stuff, not the old, long stuff.
Yeah, apparently.
Thanks a
But
lot,
if I
Cat.
if I fence them off up there, maybe they'll learn to eat it. But that's my next mission.
Okay. I like it. I like that there's a plan.
Hey Barry.
No.
Barry.
I mean, what? Yeah.
Don't Shawnee look at Shawnee. Look at her. Don't she look like some kind of villainous character?
Oh my
All you
God.
see is her head. You don't see nothing else.
She's an Oswong.
She's gonna go hoo-wah.
Look up Oswong. That's what Shawnee is.
This is
Tell him,
this is-
Shawnee. Go ahead.
Google it. Google it, Shawnee.
Yeah.
Google it. Denver. Denver.
Sometimes
Like
it
I thought,
just takes one appendage.
Oswong.
What's a swan with you?
She's a girl.
Well,
But I think she knows.
I
I
don't
think she
like
knows. I think she
definition.
knows she's a girl. I think she knows.
Wait, what?
What?
but I identify as a millionaire. Does that make me a millionaire?
It work?
I identify as a serial killer cannibal. So, yep, that's me.
Nice.
I identify as a poor boy. I'm I'm doing pretty good.
And necrophiliac. What else? What else can I identify as? necrophiliac serial killer
I have
cannibal
to plug
with
my
syphilis.
computer.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, okay. I don't know why that camera won't go to color.
You really can't see the shine, but
Ooh, the floor.
yeah.
There it is. Beautiful, beautiful.
You have a
Very nice.
fireplace.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's 100 and they're 1934 floorboards. They are.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Well, they tell a
Yeah,
story.
oh, they do. There's marks where the dining tables are. All the little indentations from the different chair settings. Man, we're trying to get them out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and when we took the fireplace had an electric heater put in the 60s. Yeah, there's the fireplace.
That's nice, Jonesy.
Oh, there's like built-in
That's a
shelving.
really nice house.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. That's the fire. Yeah, that's the daughter's been saying, put the TV on the wall, and we've been saying, don't be stupid. What a stupid idea. And I'll tell you what, the best thing we ever did. So,
The best thing you ever did.
yeah, yeah, never listened to it for about 2 years. Nah, don't be stupid. We got it down here. It just opens up the whole room.
Yeah. If you must have a TV, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, we watch a lot of YouTube on it,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, no, we took the fireplace. We took the electric one out, and we put a combustion fireplace in the fireplace, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
So, but when we took the fireplace out, there was a little hidden time capsule in there from
No.
How cool is that?
1959. Yeah, it had newspapers. It had little tokens to get free fuel at the local service station, which was really strange to see. There was slides. There were projector slides in this lovely lady in a one-piece swimsuit with her hair in a beehive. It looked like she was from the B-52.
Mhm.
Wow.
Catch on
Yeah.
there, Shawnee. You throw into a swimsuit. What's the matter with you?
You'll put yourself in a time capsule.
That's
gonna-
an idea. Should we put her in there alive or after she's
Oh, wow.
gone?
Whichever's easiest.
I can't believe you found a time capsule in your house.
Yeah, but there's
That's
two more
awesome.
fireplaces. There's two more fireplaces that are boarded up. One's got a bookshelf in it, and the other one's just got a white wall. And we were talking about it in the living room, in the dining room. Why don't we open that one up
Yeah.
and bring it back as not as a fireplace, but bring it back as like a period looking fireplace, but it's just going to be a showpiece, like with tiles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And see what it looks like. Yeah, it's got a white board over it. Like it looks clean, plain, and I'm trying to find a photo in my phone.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with that camera. It will not go to color.
It's so creepy.
I know. So kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think it's an Aswang berry. I think that's what's wrong with it.
Aswang. Yep.
Aswang. Oh my God. That was a big foot just to come past it.
So it's showing color there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it
Yeah.
did. So it thinks it's in night mode. Is that what's going on?
Yep.
It needed more light to say, oh, daytime.
I
Yep.
got what's it need? 15,000 lumens.
It's
At
in
least
the
that how the new place looks a little bit brighter, Barry, than the old one.
Oh, dude.
It's in dirty Aswang.
It has picked my mood up. You would not believe how much.
I believe it.
It's not drafty.
When did you move?
Huh? I'm still in the process of it,
The
but
first.
yeah. Yeah, the 1st of November. This month.
Mhm.
Nice.
I could just I just cannot get it to.
Very moved.
Here, oh, it's almost color. What is
I thought you
wrong
were
with
going
them?
to say you were going to rip into the fireplace to find another time capsule.
Well, that's what we're thinking. We're thinking, and there was also this funny looking mug with a like this witch on it, and we thought that's unusual. Why would they put that in there? And we turned it upside down, and it was a Royal Dalton, and the daughter straight onto Google, and how much are they worth? And they're worth about $300.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's
Right on.
like, let me sell it. Let me sell it. I said, and then we want good karma. We'll just chuck it back into the showcase there, and we'll just leave it there. Who knows what was in it?
Mm-hmm.
Just yeah. But no, I haven't got a photo. But
Are you guys going to put your own time capsule in the house for the next person?
we don't plan on sealing it. Oh, we don't plan on sealing anything up.
Okay.
And maybe we could dig under the house. I suppose we can walk under the house, and I could build another room under the house if I really wanted to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Well, it is on a hillside, so
yeah, it's like the back of the house here is like one level, but like I'll show you. Hang on,
see, I pay attention, Jonesy.
good on you, mate. That's why I like you. Not many do, but
Yeah, not many people like me. You know what? I don't care.
Yeah, you get to that point in life and they don't care.
That's because you're that's long, Barry.
that's
That's why nobody likes you.
that
Oh,
big
let
white.
me- They make him larger than life.
Well, that big white square thing, that's our house,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and it just goes up. See where the cars are down on the street,
Yeah, I can see the slope. Yeah.
and then you go up to the house, and then the backyard just keeps going up. So the back of the house is basically level. The front of the house is like 3 levels, really, but there's only there's a downstairs area and an upstairs area. But then that's what have we got there? That was a photo of the real estate from a house there down the bottom there on the corner. It's up for sale.
Mm.
And, we heard a drone, and then we went looking online, and we seen these photos were on there. We thought, hey, that's a good photo of the house. And that's I don't know where it's there. Maybe it's anyway.
So Google Earth has not only do they use satellites to take pictures, but they've been using Airbus as well. So
Ever.
the goofy looking jets, they use them to take photos of property
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
See the different shades of the new and the old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we done the living room first, and we haven't. That's before it was sanded. Now we sanded that second room.
Very nice. Like to shine.
Yeah. No, it comes up really nice. It and it shows all its imperfections lovely as well. But when you say it's been down since 1934,
Mm-hmm.
you got to expect yeah.
Barry, what kind of a drone could I get that I could hover outside Shawnee's bathroom window and take pictures of her in the shower? Got a good one. It's nice and quiet.
Oh my
So with
God.
wood floors, I mean, you can only do so many sandings
Yeah, she has
before you need
yeah.
to pull the wood out and start over.
hardwood floors.
Can you tell
I get
on
that.
your floors, Radio Jonesy, or did he leave?
No, it's still pretty thick.
Okay.
You can get under the floors and see them.
Are we gonna get a tour?
Just hang on.
Oh,
Hang on.
Okay. Okay.
dude, she just blew you off. Just like
Yeah,
Right?
just like that. Yeah.
she's like, I'm not listening
Just
to
gonna
you.
visit.
I ain't hearing a damn thing. Yeah, just for that, Shawnee. I got big posters of you up on my wall and stuff. I'm
I
taking
think
all your
you
posters
need some
down.
licorice.
Yeah, just
That's
Why
a
don't you
that's
go
a
have
bit.
some licorice, Bob?
some
Bob, that's
licorice.
just
Yeah, you need
That's
licorice.
just
Licorice. Okay. She's
That is-
sleeping.
That's disturbing.
Just
No, what's not
Just had a visit.
disturbing?
Hi, kitty.
This is not disturbing.
Didn't even get a mention. Nothing.
Is that
Didn't
the
even
pie
I was expecting-
pea sweetie one? I can't
Yeah.
remember the name. Yeah.
That's a sweet pea. Yeah.
Sweet pea. There you go.
She just woke up.
Didn't anyone
I woke
sleep
her up.
last night? Or was it just a giant house party?
Where?
Yeah, you know how cats are. They wait until you fall asleep, and then they
Yeah.
start.
I didn't sleep real good. No. But, I hear a lot of sounds now because I'm so much closer to the road. And I couldn't get comfortable anyway because I went just to set my cot. My cot's gonna have to be, it was so dark and dreary up there that I didn't know my furniture stuff was just had this dust and crap on it. And when I bring it down here where I've got good lighting, it's like, holy crap! Did I sleep on that? It's like, ew. So
yeah, been there, done that.
it's disturbing. It's really disturbing. So,
Can we go back to Shawnee's bathroom window, please? Can we talk about that?
Got
well,
an intruder.
I can't advocate, how you use your drone. So I can tell you, tell you what a good drone you can buy for reasonable, but beyond that, what you do with it is up to you.
Up to you. Yeah,
No.
you face all the penalties of the law. Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah, I could probably find you a good lawyer.
I'm gonna take Shawnee off my birthday list, Christmas list. When she's gone now.
Good doctor, probably.
Yeah.
Good head doctor. No, don't worry, Shawnee. I got all my man stuff got cut off, so don't worry about it.
You won't have to worry about getting your man junk cut off because it'd probably be done for you.
Yeah. My little wife would cut it off for me.
Just go to the vet.
Oh, I went to Thailand instead. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I got the starting rumors you like, but just tell them all with that. Yeah, I got the full surgery done, and I am now no longer have to identify as a female. I am.
You all going?
Yeah, that's just another room. That's the first one we tested the room on. Little hallway in that entry foyer there. And we thought, you know what, this comes up good, let's do it. Especially with the different shades of floorboards, which is unusual.
It is pretty wood, though.
Oh, yes. You. There's a joke there, but we'll just leave that alone. But
Oh, yeah, well,
hardwood
yeah.
floors. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, that was carpet there. That was all carpeted, and the carpet was like 1930s. So we, yes, they were clean, but they were. Do we clean them again, or do we get them professionally cleaned, or we just take them up and have a look? So that's what we did, and we're glad we did now. But living on an island too, we ordered went down to the furniture store and thought we're going to buy a new lounge, sofa, whatever you want to call it, recliners. So we got a 2-seater and 2 single-seaters for the 3 of us. So that's anyway. Ordered it, paid the cash, and 2 months later we're still waiting. They didn't tell us this. They got to buy it from God knows where and ship it, and yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
Yeah. I wonder why he said, "Do you want to pay it in full now?" And we said, "Yeah." But anyway, we're getting closer to the day they'll be delivered because everything comes in on ships.
Wow, look at that.
That's out the front, basically. Yeah, that's the beach there to top side of the camera to the right hand side of the screen, or yeah, that's our local beach, and we're see that green in the middle. We're sort of there, up the
Okay.
top there. Yeah, so it's,
Well, I know better, but I have to say it. Gosh, you got big dogs there. He was bigger than the picture, so it was a little out of scale there.
this
Yeah.
little fella.
Yeah.
Valley, come over here and say hi. Yeah, come here. He's got a mind of his own. He's a teenager. He's 2 and a bit.
Mm.
He's got a bit of attitude now. But anyway,
I just had to help my daughter, and then she slammed the door in my face. She's 3.
I don't blame her.
I was like, okay.
Randall don't like you, and I just want to look through your bathroom window. So
I didn't say that. I just don't
I
like
can't
it. Only
believe,
thing I don't
Pastor
like is
Potty, that you
someone
buy a
tells me
Christmas
to do
gift for
that.
35 other apartments. That's what? Like, that's amazing and very kind of you. And I think that your idea is a good idea.
yeah. Well, we moved. I used to do a lot of traveling with music, and so we moved from a nice house on the lake to an apartment on the beach. So when I'm away, the wife didn't have to do any lawns or maintenance, or it was just go out the front door and come back in, and everything's
Yeah.
looked after. So we lived there for a number of years, and then when she got sick, we decided she wanted to retire where we are. So we we moved down here, and we went from a 2-bedroom apartment. Yeah. Digging for gold. Hang on.
Okay.
The dog's messing up the yard. I gotta go.
Oh,
I'll be back in a sec.
boy. Okay. Barry, what are you doing?
Sorry, just closing my window.
Do we get a cooler tour today?
No. I can't get the camera to. Well, yeah, I could, I guess, but
I'm just joking. You don't need to do that.
I bought more canned goods though, so I'm not.
I bought canned goods today too.
Because we found out that after 2 or 3, well, what's it been 3 days since I bought the first bag, Randall? Found out it there was about this much water in there and some ice floating on the top, and
Mhm.
also noticed that
Oh, Lord.
kittens don't give a crap if there's water in your cooler, and I opened it up and the kitten goes, "Floop."
Oh no! What?
And I said, "Oh my God, you poor baby!" And I had to grab a towel and wrap it around it and dry
Ice
it off.
water,
And it was
yeah.
cold ice water. I was like, I felt so bad. So I bought instead of buying another $5.20 bag of ice, I bought the $2 one this time, and then I bought more. The only reason I need the ice is to keep my juices cold and my lunch meat. But
Okay.
so the rest of it I thought was like canned goods.
You like your juice cold, huh?
Yeah.
Can you keep it outside at night, or are you guys not cold enough yet?
No, we haven't. Well, I mean, like tonight seems kind of warm because
Okay.
like the heater's not kicking on much.
Oh, that's
but
right.
we
You talked
have
about
been.
that.
The last couple nights were kind of cold, weren't they, neighbor?
Yeah.
Could have kept your juice outside. Not the lunch meat, though.
Yeah.
Don't put that outside.
Well, I
That'll-
mean, I thought about putting a cooler out there.
I don't know about that. That possum,
Yeah, they're pretty damn smart.
it's gonna
But
get in
there's
there.
a couple rooms. I mean, there's one room that's closed off. I could just put it in there. That room's cold, so.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyway,
Canned
Hey,
food until the fridge
think-
comes.
yeah, I think I'm going to be able to just about eke out enough to get a fridge. So I don't think it's going to be long before I have one.
Okay.
I'm just I had my bills where they all came out around the same week. Now they're just like boom, 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 spread out. And it's
Oh, weird.
a pain in the ass. So. But I was just tickled that the water and electric was turned on the same day.
Yeah, right. That there
Right
wasn't
on.
any hiccups.
Mhm.
The heck?
Oh,
Well, Darpaw is playing up now. I don't know what's wrong with you. No, come here.
he's
Come here.
upset.
We need to have a little talk. You'll be okay. No?
We need to establish some rules here, buddy. No.
Yeah. You're gonna be okay. I promise you. It'll be warmer this winter.
Hmm.
You'll probably get to go outside as soon as we get rid of the cat that you like to fight.
It's like, did he forget something at the old house? You know? Did
Yeah.
he have a favorite blanket or something we didn't bring with? Like, what is happening? Just the change?
Everything was his favorite. Everything.
Okay.
He thought he owned everything.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible. You just stop. It is entirely possible though that I don't know if you heard the story or not, Shawnee, but after the ex left and took kids with her, he cried at the door, at their bedroom door,
Yeah.
because I kept that room shut, and he would paw it, he would cry, and he'd come to me, and then he'd go to that door and start crying again. And I think in some way, he thinks that if we stayed there, they would show up. And I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just
Okay.
trying to figure out why.
Yeah.
But like somebody said earlier, it could take up to 2 weeks.
Has he been
Then-
vocal?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Stop climbing up there.
You're back. Hello.
I moved the camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. The dog was digging holes in the backyard looking for gold, and that's a no-no in the house.
Okay. We can't do that.
No, it's sad. He can do all he wants up the top, not down here where we're trying to get the lawn. So, yep, that was the emergency, and then we couldn't catch him because he's too quick,
Right.
and so
Playing a game.
bribe him with want a treat, Charlie, and you just
Yeah.
get one. We need to always have treats.
Yeah.
One treat. He goes, oh, it's like Scooby snack.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what's in him, but he loves them.
Crack for dogs.
Do you remember what you were saying before the emergency?
Not really. I got a memory like a goldfish.
Well,
I know. I was
Something
trying
like
to think, and I don't remember either.
I'm thinking about something you was going to tell everybody where you lived at.
I
Shawnee.
just don't remember. We were in the middle of something. Oh, the floors, maybe? No. Oh, did we
Yeah,
finish the floor?
You were saying about the floors, how thin they could be, and
If they were thin or not yet. Yeah.
they're pretty good. And we've got under my, I'm in a studio which is off the house, so this is like maybe a granny flat. The people that had it before us said they used this as a music room, and I thought that's perfect for me.
Yeah.
I said I'll take that. So I've just chucked all my rubbish in here, which it looks neat and tidy. But I tell you what, I'm a grub. There's a mess all over there. There's
Oh,
a mess
boy.
all over there.
Oh, boy.
And so I really got to spend a day in here and get it spick and spanned. But yeah. But anyway, yeah. Underneath this house here, this shed, granny flat, whatever you want to call it, it's yeah. There's all sorts of stuff like timbers from the original build. Underneath the house, they still got half bricks, and the bricks here are made. They're from the Burnie Brickyard, which to everyone here doesn't really mean much, but to the locals here, that's like an iconic brick from the island. And if you got Burnie bricks, they're worth something. And we got a whole ton of them here. We got heaps, just loose ones. I keep saying to people, "Well, buy them off me." How much?
Yeah, right. If they're so
How much?
special.
It's a brick, but they've got they've got Bernie bricks. Next door's out the back. What's he doing? He's cleaning the glass. Good for him.
Brickport Road.
There is a Brickport Road here. But yeah, when the chimney guys come to fix the chimney to make it big enough to fit this new fireplace in it, he had to chisel out. I didn't realize the old fireplaces have got like a where you've burn in the fireplace and they brick like the back of the wall, then they sort of brick like a curve area so that it funnels up the chimney really quick. So there's all these bricks that have to chisel out to fit the square combustion fireplace in.
Fun.
Oh yeah, we paid for that.
That's gonna be that. You did that already? Is that what you said?
Yeah, no, we paid for that. We
Okay.
wanted. Yeah, it gets cold. Oh, well, it's cold. It's cool here. It doesn't. I shouldn't say it gets cold.
Okay.
It gets down to 0, but you say that to an American, he lives in the snowy areas or wherever, and they said that's not cold.
Whoopee. Yeah.
And someone from Boston, they go, we go through 5 meters of snow just to get out the front door.
Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah, I bumped into a muso friend of mine over here who lived in Boston for 10 years, and he just shook his head and he said, "Why do we put ourselves through this?"
Oh.
That's why, like why does he live there? Like the big dumps of snow, and it's just the ice, the salted roads, the ice underneath the undercarriage of your cars, rusting everything away, and he was just he was down in the dumps one day, just letting it all out. Blah, like this. So I just absorbed it all.
Like, why are we putting people here? Yeah.
Mhm.
He was an interesting dude, right? He was a musician, like a sound engineer, lighting guy. Like he knew everything in the industry, and he was at a venue, and a guy from Disney on Ice was there. And he said, I like what you did with the lights. He says, oh, yeah. He said, I've got a job opportunity for you. Would you like to work with Disney on Ice? And he goes, doing what? And he says, traveling the world and running the audio and the lighting. And he said, what's involved? He said, come in for a meeting. And next minute, he's 5 years traveling the world with Disney on Ice.
Oh, he took it. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, he's got some good Russian stories, but I can't really.
Oh.
I said to him, write a book.
Yeah.
He's got some really cool writings. Everything from being arrested and held in a prison to lovely ladies all over the place to all sorts of stuff. Yeah. When they used to go outside, they had to have 2 forms of identification as a foreigner back in the day he was there. So he needed his passport and something else. And when the local police said, who are you? Show us your identification. He only had half of it, so they locked him up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the only way he could get out, the organization had to pay a fine to the local police station so they'd let him out. So,
like a bail.
Yeah.
Or a bribe.
A bribe, that's what it was. Yeah. He was saying that at the time they weren't getting paid regularly or something. There was some sort of thing going on with the government over there at the time. But anyway, it's completely changed now. It's a beautiful place, they tell me. I've got friends who are living in Russia. I've got friends who are living in Italy, near the Alps, right on in the music scene. A lot of people either make a lot of money really quick and then it's finished. So they either invested it wisely or they've smoked it or drank it or injected it, one or the other.
It's gone, yeah.
Oh, man. So one of them bought a house in the Alps in Italy, and it's like The Sound of Music. He's up there high in the hills, and he's living the life. He got to come over, mate. You got to come over. I said, oh, I'd love to. But you just don't. And, I don't know why, but you just don't.
Because it's expensive. I don't know to get there.
Well, yeah, but that's the cost. The cost is to get there. Then your rent's free, and you
True.
buy some food and cook. Like you're not. It's not absorbently dear. I got another friend who moved to London, and then when all the he was doing really well in music at London. He was playing with all the big A-listers, and then when the 2020 happened and all the world was going crazy, he's got a Australian Greek passport. So his uncle said, come over here to the whatever island it is in Greece. And he hasn't come back. He's got a little house now on this hill. He's got a music studio. He invites all the people to come over and record their
Wow.
music. Yeah, and it's all you see now is videos of them on Facebook sipping coffee and lattes down at the shop, and all the local Greeks. Ooh la la! It's like, I don't know. I can't speak Greek, but they're all having a good time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's funny how little things in life can just change
Yeah.
your whole outlook. Why you're doing the 9 to 5 grind, or why you're doing what you're doing, and then and this new video that I'm like, the old mindset up here is going, just enjoy life every day, live the day, take opportunities when they come by, never say no to a good. Well, some I don't know about Bob. Bob says yes too many times, but never say no to a good opportunity when something comes up. But yeah, but because that's an opportunity that you'll miss. But I'm talking about opportunities in life in general, not nice looking opportunities.
Mhm.
I'm an old man now. I'm past all that.
Long hair, brown skin, nice looking opportunities.
No, hey, we were playing in a band in Kansas, but it wasn't Kansas. It was, what's the other Kansas? There's two sides of Kansas. No, Kansas, and you got the city line.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
No. It's Kansas City. Is it, or is it Kansas City? Is it Kansas and Kansas City?
That's a
Anyway,
flyover state for me, man. I have no idea. I've never been there.
We're playing in a bar called Knuckleheads. That should tell you something.
Mhm.
And it was a biker bar right on the railway line, and it's a blues night, so everything's like this deep blues sound, and the place is packed. It's cold. The snow's falling. It's cold. Everyone's sort of jammed inside. You go inside, and it's that warm inside. You take all your jumpers off, but we're playing this little number, and I'm looking to the left. I'm playing some drums at the back, and I'm looking to the left, and there's this super huge African American lady with the booty of God knows what in the front of her, who knows how, and she's going, "You're coming home with me, boy." Like,
Oh boy. Mhm.
and I'll go, and because you're playing, you got to smile, and you're giving her a wink and just you're smiling, and they put $20 in the tip jar, and you just go, "Oh, that's nice," You're just still playing, and the night finishes, and I don't know. I called her Big Betty. Up comes Big Betty, and she's going,
This isn't going to end well.
"No, you're such, yeah." She's saying, "You're such a cutie you're a big husky." I always wanted to get my hands around a big husky Australian, all that sort of stuff. And the bass player was the second guitarist, I should say, Paul. He was a bit of a player. Let me just say it like that. I said, "Paul, come over here and meet this lovely lady," And Paul sort of comes over. He's a tall, skinny guy, And then I said, I've just got to run over here for a minute. And I've just left him high and dry. And I've went to the bar, went to the bathroom, and I've come back and he's nowhere to be found. And she's nowhere to be found. And then, we everyone's going, where's Paul? Where's Paul? I said, look, let's just pack his amp and his guitar and pack the gear up. He might be back.
He's not coming back.
He's not coming back. And like we were there for about 4 days, and 2 days later he come back to the house we were staying at. He said, I'm glad I could find it, and he just said, that's one opportunity, Jonesy, you've missed out on, my friend. That was and I went, no, mate. Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, all rolled into one.
There you go. That's all for you. Have fun.
Yeah, no, it was funny. It was, but that's life on the road, hey?
Right.
Yeah. Some of the shit I've seen in my life. Oh man. Boy. When I was in Cebu, I was out walking around the city, and I see it's obviously a bar by the lights on the outside of the establishment. And there's some women and a not quite a woman out there flagging customers down, come in, And it's about a 5'10" lady boy standing out there. Hey, come on in, sir. I said, what is this? Is this a bikini bar? And a bikini bar is where the professional, you can pay a lady for her time. This is a sports bar. And I look through the window, and some drunk foreigners in there, like, probably knocked out on fentanyl or something. I look back at that lady boy. I mean, they did some kind of surgery on this one to shave down the chin and all that stuff, and it was really not. It looks like it done to somebody's auto shop, That's
Mondo.
No, thank you.
You didn't want a Bondo, babe.
Yeah. Then another one comes up that was a woman, and I said, where's a bikini bar? And she said, down there. Well, how much do they charge? And she's about 3,000 to 5,000 pesos. And she goes, well, I'll get you cut rate if you come and meet me after my job. Oh, well, she was pretty good looking woman. And, I said, no, thanks. What time do you get off? She goes, 2 a.m. And I stayed up that late. My God, no.
Yeah, the funny thing about Paul, the guitarist, is that the band, like I was a fill-in, so I was sort of slipped into the band at the last minute, and I knew him, but I didn't know him personally. And the rest of the band guys going, Paul will be back tomorrow, and if he's not back tomorrow, well, we'll just leave him behind. He's the second guitarist. We can get by with only one guitarist, and it was just funny. And then it's just all the attitude, towards him. He's this is just standard Paul. That's all good. He'll either turn up or he won't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've known a few guys like that in my life. Well, is he coming back? I don't know. He's a big boy. He can take care of himself.
Oh man, he wrote a song over here back in the late 80s, early 90s, and for his band, and it was reasonably popular. It wasn't a big hit or anything. And then one of the big local artists, Daryl Braithwaite, he contacted the band and said, "I'd like to record your song," and it was written by Paul, so he gets the royalties. Oh yeah, mate, go for it, record it. He's recorded it, put it out. It was a #1 hit for like 12 weeks in a row. He's still living off the royalties of that song because that song keeps going out on the radio airplay, keeps going out into
Oh my goodness.
yeah, it keeps going into, like, when you buy a record.
Yeah.
When you used to buy a record, no one really and it's got like 12 songs on it or 15 songs on it, hits from the 80s and that, or hits from the 90s, or the big hits from Daryl Braithwaite's Wonder Hits, or just things like that. Yeah, it's called Rise, if you ever Google it and have a look. Daryl Braithwaite. I'm getting called. Hang on.
Well, boy. Yeah, passed up on that lady boy there, Barry. Just,
Yeah, I've got to go in and start cooking dinner. Apparently,
Apparently.
Mhm.
I've got shrimp or prawns, and Mrs. Radio hates touching them, so
Oh, right. Okay, I get it.
I've got to sort that out
All right.
because that it's going to be my change for the week. Some shrimp with steak instead of just steak with sausages.
Yeah, you're adding seafood stuff too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I've been looking forward to this all day.
Mm-hmm.
It's good seeing you again, Jonesy.
Oh man, it's great catching
Good.
up. I'm glad I wasn't working and
Later, Jonesy. Good luck
Bob.
with the house there. I hope you find a couple more of those secret compartments. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Mhm.
All right, I'll catch up with you guys later.
Peace. Mhm.
All righty.
Thanks, Shawnee and Randall.
You stop.
Gear. Ate supper, a huge bowl of ice cream, put on a 30-minute video, and had this pulled up waiting for it to start. Fell asleep. Okay, all right.
Good enough.
Your live earlier was interesting. Dare I say bizarre?
One night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster.
Randall, what are you doing?
Well, some of the weird things I've seen in my life, man. Wow. I have had a good life. Overall, a good life.
I didn't think I'd be on this long. So I'm going to take this opportunity to say I'm going to the chat now.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nice
So-
knowing you.
Yeah.
Randall, Bob,
Nice knowing you.
Barry,
Peace
I'll
out, John.
typing. Bye.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Later.
yeah, bye, whatever. Prices of refrigerators is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna go find that drone and fly by Shawnee's bathroom window here in just a minute. So
Shove it. Fly it right next to her bathroom window.
yeah, good camera on there. I'll take all video and photos. We'll see what I can come
All
up
righty.
with. Shut your mouth, Bob.
Man.
Oh boy.
Well, it's gonna be hard to do that because she won't tell nobody her address. So
Yeah, well, I'll just
Oh,
keep
well.
flying it around. I'll look for a mailbox that says Minnesota. So, you know. All right, later, guys. Thanks for having me up, Eric.
All right. See you, Bob. Take care.
Peace out.
Somebody's on the roof.
Probably a possum.
Yeah. I saw a possum out there last night.
Probably a possum.
The same one that I usually see up there at the other place. Yeah. Put the camera. Let's see. Put this camera up on the roof. That would be interesting. Oh, look, they knocked the camera off the post.
Oh wow.
Ow, kittens. God. No.
They knocked your camera off the post, off the roof.
Yeah, I guess when they used the post, because I just set it up there And I guess whoever jumped up on the roof knocked the camera into the grass.
Wow.
It's not old Saint Nick, I don't think, but oh well. Wait, look, there's grass. I have grass. Yeah, y'all never seen grass before, have you?
Grass.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they get me hooked up tomorrow on interwebs. Oh my gosh, these cats. Just, might as well just put them on the camera. There you go. See? Yes. You want Daddy's attention. Danny. Like little 3-year-olds. Ow! That's the thing with kittens. They're still trying to learn how to use their claws. And it's like everything they do, they have to have their claws out. And that camera's pretty tough, Passamaquoddy. I think the cord's about done now, so might try to find me a longer cord on Amazon or eBay and put a new cord on it. I notice when I wiggle it, it goes off. It's been a pretty good little camera for 2 or 3 years now. Yep. Well, we've had a good night. I'm gonna call it, and yeah, unless you have anything to add, Randall.
No, I've done. No, I ain't got nothing to add.
All righty. Thank you, the last 4 people who are in here, and thanks to Passamaquoddy for coming up, and Radio Jonesy, Bob, and everybody that's been in the chat tonight. You all were awesome as usual, and we'll end this transmission from the Catlandia bunker because it kind of looks like a bunker. Y'all have a good night. Oh, get off it. Oh my God, cat.